Usually, bras fit small-chested women like this.
Gapping. You guys.
All right, we're live. More live. We're super live.
Yeah, how did that bra ad sneak in?
I had the audio output still going for what will be the game audio, but it records all desktop audio, including the YouTube ads when I switched over to my secondary YouTube account. So I could be in chat in our stream.
Oh, we didn't put on any welcome music this time.
No.
Oops.
And yeah, buy a bra, I guess.
Yeah.
This stream is brought to you by I didn't
By
pay attention. Bras for pepper bra. I don't know.
Stream is brought to you by
YouTube ads.
Yeah. Watch the stream as many times as you want because I get money if you do. It's a couple cents, and a couple cents make me very happy. Target does have binders now.
That is cool.
That is going to make getting a
That
binder much easier for people who have trouble getting binders.
Extremely neat. Yeah, so...
Hold on 1 sec, I'm going to plug in my laptop.
Yeah, you don't want to run out of juice. Is it actually giving you power? No. Check the block. It's probably not plugged in at the block, or it's not plugged into the outlet. One of the two. Just unplug the block and plug it back in. Yeah, there you go. It's
all plugged in.
I mean, just unplug it and plug it back in. It does this sometimes. Yeah, and just there it goes. It's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it shuts itself off after a while.
All right, are we ready to go, everyone?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Brawlin', yes.
Oh, shoot, it's Alienoid, who did the sprites for that section. Yeah, so, hey, we're back. This is Friendsim 2, Volume 3, Official Writer Stream. Welcome to everyone who's here. You want to introduce your channel and shit, since it's technically your show?
Hello, everyone. I'm Anna, aka Artically Composed. You are on my channel. I do fun voice acting shenanigans in the Homestuck fandom, and also I write original music. I am a musical theater composer. And I got all sorts of fun stuff going on my channel, and you should check it out. You should also stick around for the rest of the show, because we will be giving lots of fun commentary about a very exciting Friendsim 2 route.
Hi, and my name is Janiyah Riley. I am the games director, developer, and I am the writer for this route.
Yeah, I didn't write this one. I wrote last one, but I voice acted on this one. If you're really interested in hearing a really, really bad Texan accent, Continue on, I guess.
As I said on the first stream, writer stream, we don't know what a troll southern accent sounds like, so. But yeah, this is volume 3.
Fun tatas. Okay, that's good.
That is extremely good. So this one, this is one route that I was like chomping at the bit to talk about because I did some really insane stuff for it in Ren'Py, which is I built a walk-around engine in Ren'Py. And, yeah, so Alienoid, who's in the, Jasada Kim or Jasta Kim, I'm sorry, Jasta Kim, I don't know how to say that exactly, but, the person whose name I'm butchering in chat actually did the sprites for this. They are the, director for Befriend Us, also a very talented sprite artist, so I approached them, way back to ask if they could do some, like, 16-bit style sprites of the various characters based on our designs. I had an idea that I could make like a walk-around engine and kind of did some proof of concept, realized it was theoretically possible, and then spent the next like several months making it actually work correctly. So yeah, it's not perfect because it is running entirely within Ren'Py, but it works pretty well, honestly. And it's not something that anyone would expect. So yeah, we're gonna play through volume 3. We're gonna do the Revolution playthrough on this one.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. Let me just see real quick. Boop. Alright. You wanna get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Let me boot the game up. And let me check.
Switch over to.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that the game thingy works, which it's there. It goes. Go. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna switch over. Boop.
Happy Pride, everyone! Yes, happy Gay Month. From 2 gay-ass girlfriends right here.
So yeah, volume 3. We're just gonna get right into it. We've been doing this is an all Revolution, or at least it will be when I load the correct save. This is an all Revolution run because there's some fun stuff in the very end of the game if you do all one way or the other. So yeah, okay, so let me just make sure I loaded the right one. Wait, no, main menu. Revolution, and that one doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do volume 3, Lest the Dust Becomes Us. Content warnings for depiction and discussion of state and institutional violence, depiction and discussion of death, depiction of blood, being stalked or hunted, route has action sequences. Oops, not what I want. Happy Pride.
You can see the
oh yeah, I can
there.
see it there. That's right.
You could say gay pride because gay mean happy. Oh, that's cute. Have a gay pride, everyone.
Yeah. So, please let us know if the sound is good when we start playing here. The trip down from the Eustacia to Alternia is a bumpy one, and you're starting to feel more than a little bit sick to your stomach. But it's also giving you a chance to be alone with your thoughts for the first time in a while now. It's not that it doesn't make sense that things would have changed in the past few years. It's just that you weren't ready for the ways that things have changed. You weren't ready to see just how much your friends are really hurting, for the realization that they were all condemned to an inescapable fate before, and now that fate has come to pass. You don't like thinking like this, but you're having a hard time remaining optimistic. After what happened on the Eustacia, after the way that you were first to confront the reality of the system on a scale that you couldn't even imagine. Right now, you're ready to settle in and figure out what's happening down in Alternia. Surely some of your friends will still be around. You figure you can find the Jade Caverns easily enough, and then go from there. It's not a good plan, you'll admit, but it's all you've got. You're worried. Worried that you might have just signed the death warrants of 2 of your friends. You're not trying to sound melodramatic about it, but you aren't completely convinced that the whole revolution thing is actually a viable solution on Alternia. More like a quick way to end up dead over nothing. You're thinking that it would be a natural progression to try to talk to Daria. If Tizius and Stelsa are going to be revolutionaries, then they're going to need comrades in arms, and you aren't about to just randomly start asking strangers if they want to destroy the Empire. Well, you kind of did do that before, but you're a changed friend-shape entity. No more randomly soliciting folks to do a rebellion without checking to see if they are down first. The good news is that you don't have to keep worrying about the far-reaching consequences of your actions for much longer. Let's just quickly check Shitter before this thing happens. We've got...
Wish I could just tell her.
Okay, this is from last time.
Okay.
Great set by Chixie this morning.
Fuck you, Zebra.
So creepy.
Fuck you.
Oh, we got that one too. Yeah, I just didn't clear them out. The bad news is it's because the collision proximity alert is going on.
Collision alert.
You struggle to find some way to control the pod. It really doesn't seem like this thing is
Collision
designed for
alert.
manual flight.
Collision
Sal Stewart
alert.
says, man, I know y'all said the clowns aren't coming for a bit, but I hope Karko is okay
Collision
in this.
Aww. She's alright.
Alert.
She's not like dead or anything, or like...
Was the glitch fixed?
Collision
I believe
alert.
it was,
yes,
right?
it was.
Collision alert.
Well, let me... Which seems like a serious oversight in retrospect.
Collision
You need to
alert.
speak to the manufacturer if you get out of this
Collision
alive.
alert.
Well, it looks like you're going to be hitting Alternia a little bit earlier than expected. Hitting in this case being
Collision
more or less
alert.
literal expression. You really hope...
Crunch.
Crunch. Well, at least you aren't dead.
Question. Is it supposed to look like that?
Like what?
The big gray box instead
Nope, it's supposed to have the chat window in it.
of... Okay, let's,
Give
fix
me
that.
the chat URL. Wait, I've got it right here. Pop out chat. Yeah, that changes every single time, so...
Yeah, so sorry about that big gray box.
Yeah, that is the window. Let me fix it. YouTube chat. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's the live chat, which changes every time we do a thing. Okay, now you should see chat. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry about that. Now you've got a chat window. Alright. But yeah, yes, the bug that Skyla was like continually sending the same chitter post has been fixed. It won't retroactively get rid of the duplicates, but you can either just start the route again or you can just ignore them.
Hey, did we pop the link in JoJo's server?
No, we didn't.
I'm gonna pop it
We
in
didn't
JoJo's
do that.
server.
The world swims in front of you, coming in and out of focus. All around you, the escape pod's view screens blare an incoherent static at you, and your head is throbbing with pain where it collided with the side of your seat. You'll say this much about the quality of Imperial tech. The hatch on the escape pod only came off a little bit when you landed on the planet. And you're alive, which wins this experience an extra star on Grelp, or whatever the equivalent vaguely referential analog to human experiences is. It doesn't seem like anything on you is broken or misplaced, and
Hello, Blue Ether. Thank you for showing up.
you're only bleeding a little bit, but it would probably be a good idea to try to get out of the escape pod before it catches on fire or something. Struggling against the safety restraints, you manage to pull yourself free and locate the emergency release for the door. You pull the lever down and the door blasts off its hinges and lands nearby. Immediately, light streams into the escape pod, flooding the dim interior. Okay, well, you're definitely on Alternia. That's good, at least. For a second there, you were worried that you were going to land on some kind of weird spaceship or something.
Blue Ether is wondering, are you still gonna announce the chitter handle thing?
We are going to do that. Actually, when do you want to do that? You want to do that, like, now, since I did actually forget about
We
it?
could do it now.
So we're going to post this. We're not going to announce them live on stream because in the chance that, like, some of these people are like, actually, I can't do this, or don't want to. I don't want to, like, put them on blast.
Well, why
but
don't we announce it on Twitter?
That's what I'm going to do.
And then, at the end of the stream, we can make our verbal announcement.
Well, they're going to have to DM us, so there's a chance they won't, like...
Well, we can say it to anyone who has gotten back.
So we're gonna, yeah, so I am actually going to post the we randomly picked 8 people for the Chitter Handle thing, and I'm going to post their ats. I'm going to at them on Twitter, so if you get added by the Friendsim 2 account, do that.
A lot of clown people.
Yeah. It's not like common people following the account in general. Ooh, okay. All right, we just added 8.
Everybody, quickly check your Twitter account.
Check your Twitter account. Your Twitter account. That's the real one. Yeah, we just added 8 people on the Twitter account, and those people are the. You just need to DM us so we can, get your information as far as all the good stuff.
Apparently Milo just killed some bugs.
So yeah, we had a lot of people enter the contest, like several hundred people. So
A lot of people want to be part of the game.
yeah.
Today's episode of Does This Person Use a Mechanical Keyboard?
I do use the mechanical keyboard.
She has a gamer girl keyboard.
I have a pink mechanical keyboard. 2 of my friends won. Awesome!
Yay!
That is awesome.
Yeah, she uses a mechanical keyboard because her hands are like the right size for a mechanical
Yeah.
keyboard, but my hands are tiny little baby hands, so I have to use a non-mechanical keyboard. I can't type fast on hers, and she can't type fast on mine.
Yeah. All right, now back to the game. I'm sure we'll be getting messages throughout the night.
Wait, did you post it on? Okay, you did.
I posted on Friendsim too, not on my personal Twitter.
Okay. All right, back to the game.
Back to the game. Thank you for reminding us of that contest that I said I would do the thing.
Sorry for that brief intermission at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. The bad news is that you can already see the dawn light, and it won't be much longer before the light of the Alternian sun gets to be too much for your sensitive, non-rainbow drinker skin. Your hoodie might be fashionable and smell faintly of sandalwood, but it is not even close to being enough to keep you safe when the sunlight hits in full effect. With a groan, you pull yourself up and out of the hatch, landing softly on the ground. A wide swath of freshly turned dirt traces out from where your pod landed, and you figure you'll just kind of start walking in that direction and see what happens. Okay, this is interesting. For some reason, things look different. You're not exactly sure how to put into words, but everything just has a strangely symbolic vibe to it now. Hey you, yeah, you, the person who's playing the game. I know this probably isn't what you expected from a Ren'Py game, but it's pretty intuitive. You can still use your mouse to point and click your way around. You could use a gamepad or a keyboard too, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. And if you've got any questions, there's a help section you can check out. You blink. You must have spaced out there for a second. You can't keep wasting time like this. Daylight is coming. Not far away, you can see a series of low walls made of some kind of pinkish stone. You could probably use those as shelter from the sunlight in a pinch. Also, real quick, so the music in this one, this song playing right now is done by Grace Medley, who's one of the Vast Error musicians. Has done music for, like, Snowbound Blood, and definitely for Befriend Us. And the song that was playing when the ship was, like, having its emergency is a song that James Roach composed. Actually, originally for a different game that's now been, like, put on hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reused it. The background's gorgeous. So the background is actually like a free tile set that was recolored and like altered by me, and with some extra stuff like the swath of dirt.
Looks like something made in RPG Maker.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of the idea, was like proof of concept to see if it would work.
She's crazy. She can do anything.
Good to know. Alright, let's go down here. It's not clear where in Alternia you are exactly. Not that you're an expert, but you did spend a few months there. Also, you're pretty sure you set the escape pod coordinates correctly. By all rights, you should have landed within walking distance of the Jade Caverns. But this doesn't look right at all. For one thing, you don't remember it being so barren.
Sal Stewart says it reminds him of Pokemon.
Yeah, so like this is using a... It's not actually a tile-based system. It's a free scrolling, free pixel, engine, but it's designed to basically emulate a 16 by 16 tile, like 16 by 16 pixel tile system, kind of. Like it's using tiles from a tile set, and it's using sprites that are designed to look like they belong in a tile set system. But like all of the collision and everything is done using bounding boxes, and there's like multiple layers, so you get some little visual effects and stuff. It almost resembles the area around Skyla's ranch, but something is subtly off about it. You're really sweating now, and the sun is starting to break and full over the horizon. You need to find shelter quickly before you end up frying. Wait a minute. Something feels wrong. You feel something pass inches from your head and stumble back and fall over onto the dusty ground. You realize several important key details all at once. 1. You aren't dead. 2. You're closing your eyes so tightly it hurts. 3. Someone's shooting at you. You're not sure where, but someone is definitely shooting at you. From the sound of the gunfire, it seems like the sniper is somewhere down towards that large, ominous-looking series of buildings in the distance. You really don't remember any of this from last time you were on Alternia. Fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit. This is really solidly in the bad things category. Not only are you being shot at, but the sun is just about at the point where it's going to start really hurting. Your spot behind this stone wall provides a little bit of shelter and cover, but it's not going to last very long. Either you're going to fry out in the sun, or they're going to get an angle on you and shoot you. Neither of those is a great outcome.
Look at that little man, so adorable and round. Yeah, he's an adorable little round.
He's a good little entity.
Yeah.
Okay, shit. You can see a series of walls leading towards a base in the distance, and it looks like the terrain gets rough and rocky. You think that maybe there's a chance if you can make it a little bit further down, there might actually be somewhere you can hide and you won't die. And
please send the bra cat in the server. I want to see bra cat.
And if you're being really honest with yourself, not dying is basically the only thing on your mind right now. So this is the James Rose song again. You can't stay long in one place. You can't stay in one place too long. If you do that, the sniper will get you for sure. But if you stay too long in the sunlight, you're gonna fry. So yeah, basically this sucks all around. One thing to note is like the difficulty you select for action difficulty does affect these sequences. So like if you put it on story only, you can't die at all.
Are we on story only?
No, we're on normal.
Okay.
And if you're on like the hard difficulty, you'll die way easier. So if you find yourself dying too much.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak past the snipers in the desert. Them dummy thick and the cloud my meaty gams keep the tracks in the laser scope.
This part does canonically have, like, very big legs. Shapely legs.
Why didn't we have the artist render those?
Because it would look silly in a little sprite like that. It would
look hilarious.
It would look hilarious.
A little guy with just huge fucking legs.
I like the idea that they have, like, somehow have thick legs, even though their legs are not actually thick visually. All right, so now we gotta go and not die here. This is really getting out of hand. The good news is you can see some kind of cave up ahead. If you can just get there alive. Run, you little bastard.
My skin is burning!
You stop for a second to try to catch your breath again. There's something up ahead, maybe another 50 yards down. You You just need to, you know, survive to make it. No big deal, it's fine. A little water here. The maw of a cave yawns wide in front of you, the promise of safe haven. You just have to make it a few more feet. Actually, at least on normal, you could just, like, go right across the water and it's fine. You rush up to the mouth of the cave and dash forward, taking the last few feet in the air as you dive straight in. The sound of the sniper's bullet hitting the ground next to you barely registers as you tumble headlong down the rocky slope of the cave. After a series of painful tumbles, you wind up laying on the floor of a dark cave. Well, this kind of sucks. But then again, you're not gonna lie. This is pretty on brand as far as things have been going lately.
I believe it's not an articulate chat, it's in the Studio June server. Wait, find Brockhat. Put Brockhat on screen.
Brockhat. Okay,
Brockhat!
Okay,
I feel like you should put Brockhat on screen.
I'm gonna see if I can do this. Hold on. Let's go to what would work. How to see this? Browser would probably work. Hold on, let me open up Firefox. Because I need to be able to...
You need an anonymous one.
Well, I don't need an anonymous one because I don't have anything open.
Or not anonymous, but like...
Visible.
One where you can...
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Now you gotta somehow...
I gotta open it. Well, I just need to open the URL. We're in the process of doing this. Boop.
Brockhat!
Alright, so now we're gonna switch it over. Now you can see this is Brockhat.
It's our first real-time fan art.
Yes. So thank you very much for that. That is awesome. All right, now we're gonna go back to the game. I love that. Oh my god. All right. At least down here you're safe from the Alternian sunlight and the sniper fire. Right now, that's about the best you can hope for. So you settle in to wait for nightfall and hope that things will improve once the sun goes down.
Ooh.
Yeah, time
I'm
advance.
telling you, ain't a thing out here.
All right.
Oh, look, it's my terrible accent.
We got Chixie. Who's...
My single is now number 5 on the charts on Slaughterfy. Maybe some of us didn't want to be a fucking military commander when we grew up. I miss Foxmon so fucking much. I hope she's okay out there on her own.
And yeah, I did make Elward's loose as a fox. That was my call.
Because
it's my favorite animal.
It's your persona.
I have DM'd you my like redemption.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, is there another?
Oh my god. Okay,
We have to show that one too.
I'm going to try to get this up on a browser here. I think it'll let me do from a DM, maybe.
Paste.
No, I don't actually want to do that. Please stop. Thank you. Okay, paste and go. Yes. Okay, hold on. So Alienoid actually just sent me this. So this is the leggy version of Miss Spar.
Oh, lucky boy.
Yeah. Were we not allowed to see? Yeah,
we are allowed to see.
You will. Well, there's a delay. There you go.
Gotta love that classic stream delay.
Especially with YouTube, where it's like 30 seconds.
Leggy.
Alright, I'm gonna back to the game here. Thank you, Alienoid. That is... I love it.
Perfect.
Mechanical keyboard time. That is awesome.
They do pounds.
Alright. Oh, we've got our first couple of DMs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, you're good.
Congratulations to @YourHonker and @SaltedButter.
Yeah. Alright.
Pants cat and bra cat fight. I should take some allergy medication.
Yeah. Alright, hold on 1 second. One of the defining elements of these streams is doing administrative work while on stream.
Yeah,
so...
if you guys were here for the first one, she literally just fixed a bunch of bugs on the stream.
So I've got to find where I put my fan troll like thingy. That's not. I'm not gonna close that one. I had the link up for the Twitter post. I'm gonna do that forever.
I mean, it is just cheddar.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. The document. DM.
Did you hear that sound?
Oh, really? We're gonna do the shortened link. That's not actually valid. Cool.
It's not?
Well, I don't know if it works when you paste it into something. So I'm gonna copy not the edited version. And with this link. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second.
While we wait for this, what is going on with all of you? Oh no, my sneezing is contagious. I'm giving you my allergies. Fuck. You don't want these. You'll be allergic to kitties.
So yeah, okay. So I got two of the folks. All right, back to it.
Amazing.
So yeah, I Fox Mom was my call.
Perfect.
Oh, we got more zebra. Hey, at Selling Uppers, maybe fucking pay your tab? We wouldn't want Legis Corpus to catch wind of where you're at, right?
Oh my god,
I hate
Zebra,
'em.
do you really, really care that much about a few unpaid blue claws?
He's so awful. Oh wait, we got
There's still
more.
4.
Oh yeah, duh.
Malik?
Oh wait, this is... Oh yeah, so some people were wondering why he was having notification when he doesn't have new ones. It's actually under his other chitter posts. So like, here he's talking about this. He says, he's talking about Project Guardian. He says, it is a project to take Lucai and train them for ground combat. Real sick shit. And then he had another one, which I think is... all of it deserves to be burned to the ground. So like they'll sometimes respond to old things. Wish I could have done a collab with Chixie, but it ain't in the cards.
Oh, Marvis.
And
Love the dynamic between at the Beck Rogers and Specialist Darren and at Gorf Quotes. Those three would make a hell of a quadrant triangle.
Chat, does this show when I say piss words?
No!
yeah.
Question. Who is your favorite high swap troll?
Linera. Definitely Linera.
I mean, I only ever write fiction about one fucking set of trolls, so I think you can fucking tell who my favorite is.
It's a harder choice for me because I do like Elwood a lot too, but I'd say Linera is my favorite. All right, let's do the thing.
Well, then you can shut the fuck up. We'll finish looking around and then we can go back in. I swear you like to bitch so much, I just want to shut your mouth.
I'll bet you do.
You didn't even notice when you fell asleep. Turns out that suffering from intense and constant trauma left you more than a little bit exhausted. The good news is it's dark outside, and you recognize the voices you can hear outside the cave. Skyla and Khan will be able to help you out. They might have been a little annoyed the last time, but at least Skyla seemed worried about you. You'll just pop on out, figure out where on Alternia you are, and then figure out how to get to the Jade Caverns from there. Oh shit. Something tells you you're not on Alternia.
What in the Empress's name is wrong with you coming back here like this?
Alright, we got... Yeah, let us know if the audio balance is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out, because we have our, like, speaker turned down just because otherwise it'd be blasting in our ears, but, like, y'all
make
should
sure
be
you
able to
guys
hear
can
it
hear.
the same week as we can.
I thought I was clear that it's not safe for you to be here.
Oh, hey, it's Skyla! You wave cheerfully, although the response is a somewhat frosty glare. Don't worry about it. You're not even on the kill list anymore.
You absolute idiot. Do you have any idea where you are?
You shake your head. You had kind of thought you were back on Alternia, but it seems like something went wrong. You appear to be on some kind of moon, maybe? Honestly, it's pretty similar to Alternia.
You're on an Alternian army training satellite.
A what now? Scala sighs and rolls her eyes.
It's like a big fake moon designed to simulate combat conditions found on the frontier worlds.
I think we've got another response.
Oh boy.
Okay, never mind. This is the,
That's just someone coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is compliant with our requirements, I think.
Hello, Emily Prendergrass. Thank you for showing up. I saw your name out the corner of my eye, and I thought it said Emily Pesterquest.
You're next to an active army base, you dumbass. Do you know what they'll do when they find you?
She laughs and you shrug. You're not really sure, honestly. All of a sudden, Connell's face softens.
I'm sorry about them shooting at you. It happens sometimes.
Oh yeah, if you had an Imperial Kager for every time someone shot at you, you'd probably have at least 10 Imperial Kagers.
That's not a lot at all. That analogy sucks.
Okay, but none of that stuff is important. What is important is that you know how to get them away from this place. Well, maybe not exactly right this second, but you do have a general plan for getting everyone back to somewhere safe.
Yeah, well, what if some of us don't want to be safe? You ever stop to consider how we really feel?
Stop it, Connell. You're being a bulge eater.
You fucking wish.
Okay, this pitch dynamic between the two of them is super great, not at all uncomfortable in the slightest, but aren't they interested in hearing more about your awesome plan?
You're not gonna leave, are you?
No? Plus, even if you wanted to, which you don't think you physically could. Skyla sighs heavily and shakes her head.
Fine. We're going back to the barracks. If you want to come, go for it.
Just keep your head down. Anyone gets suspicious, you're gonna look stupid. Also, you'll get shot.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it's probably a good plan.
We're heading back now. Don't fall behind.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you don't want to be out here by yourself.
Why'd you actually come back anyway?
You already explained this to her. You want to help your friends.
What makes you think we need help?
Is she kidding? Look at this place.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
As you're walking, Skyla pulls you off to the side quickly. She looks around to check to make sure no one's close enough to hear what she's about to say.
Look, I know she's being a bitch right now, but there's a reason for it.
Was she being a bitch? You hadn't noticed.
Sure. In a way, she's just been upset lately because of her loses. They took her away to start training her for military operations.
Wait, what? Why would they do that?
Because Connell's Lucis is really good at the kind of shit they need. Is that enough of a reason?
Well, sure, but also has she considered... What should we choose?
I mean, we're doing Revolution, right?
So, interesting fact about this route. The choices you make in some of the dialogue, but I don't remember if this is one of them, leading up to the decision about whether or not you want to try to convince them to, come with you to Earth or fight the Empire, they kind of like sway the characters one way or the other. And then if you're going the opposite way that you want to, you'll have to argue your case with the other person. So, like, there's a lot going on behind the scenes here. If you kind of, like, always go with Skyla and fuck the Alternian Empire, that kind of stuff, then Revolution is, like, a no-brainer. Like, they'll be convinced really easily. And if you stay with Connell and all that, so...
Meme X said, I had a chip in my mouth and now I don't. The line made me laugh.
All right, so we'll like work under the assumption,
Yeah.
so we won't do the argument sequence. Unless you want to do the argument sequence.
We could do the argument.
Do you want to stay more with Connell or more with Skyla? Or like pick whichever one.
I don't know. Whatever. Audience vote. Would you rather
So-
see more Connell or more Skyla?
Well, so I actually like the more interesting route through is to go with Connell the first time because you learn more about the Lucis stuff, and then to go with Skyla the second time because you run into Ardata. So like the more like world building way is to go with one and then with the other.
All right, let's do that.
So
then.
we could do that, and then these other choices are like we'll just we're going revolution, so yeah, burning the shit to the ground. Skyla eyes you carefully, scanning up and down.
I feel like you're getting ahead of yourself. Besides, Connell doesn't want anything to do with that. Let's go.
What line? I vote Connell.
Yeah, you get a choice like to spend time with one or the other twice, and you learn like different things depending on which way you go. But if you go with Skyla the second time, you get a choice. You run into Ardata, so you get some unique dialogue. All right, let's go. This bar.
Little baby. I want a Mispar plush so
Oh
bad.
my god.
But like not one that I made. I want one that's like well made, like the Nepeta plushes.
After walking for what feels like an absurdly long time, you finally make your way inside the perimeter of the army base. Sure enough, the other trolls kind of ignore you. You're guessing they've seen Stranger Things. Now on Netflix. I wrote this before Stranger Things became relevant again, because it was like well after season 3 but before season 4. So
I honestly was not expecting that show to become relevant again because season 3. I couldn't watch season 3.
Season 3
I
wasn't.
could not. It was too much like anti-communist propaganda, you know?
Also, we've got new L-word Twitter.
Legis Corpus is stirring up again, so that's a fucking thing, I guess.
And then we've got more.
Hey, the Beck Rogers. Are you single again?
You need to stop contacting this account. Whoever's running this one, block at the Beck Rogers and at Gorfquotes. It's not that fucking hard. Yes, this is in Ardata's quote. Yes, that will, or quirk. Yes, that will be
Relevant.
relevant-ish next route. You're a little worried that someone might see the cerulean symbol on your chest and have additional questions, so you try your best to stay low-key.
Blue Ether says, wait, so if you go with Skyla for the route, try and convince you to do Revolution. If you go with Connell, try and convince you to do Salvation. I don't know if I interpreted that right.
So what happens is, like, there's a variable in the game that is, like, which direction you're trending. And if you spend time with Connell, it pushes it towards Revolution. And if you spend time towards Skyla, it pushes it towards... I'm sorry, the other way. Connell pushes it towards Salvation. Skyla pushes it toward Revolution. And then you'll get the final decision where you try to tell them, like, either, hey, let's, get out of here, or there's people that can help you. I don't remember the wording, but, like, the final decision, and you can still make either decision, but if you push them towards the opposite choice, you'll have to, like, do this little argument sequence.
So it's kind of like how in my route, if you go one way, you have more choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except in this one, if you fail the argument, you don't get a game over, you just go back to the opposite route. So, like, if you're trying to argue for Revolution, you fail, you'll go to Salvation.
Well, do you remember how to argue?
So the actual answers are non-generic, so yes, it's pretty easy to figure out.
Okay.
I think I can always save beforehand.
Yeah, you might have to do that.
I don't need a pirate if I want to watch it.
I'm not giving them my watch time with that hotel site. Yeah. Yeah. Don't bother. Don't bother giving money or Netflix. Don't bother giving Netflix your money. They don't pay their writers very well.
Not really, no.
There's a tweet thread that was going around a while ago talking about how Netflix only pays some of their writers $200
They
per
were
pitch.
pitching like $200 a week to like do this full pitch script or full script, and it
That's
was like
how much Janaya pays the
like-
writers for Friendsim 2.
that is absurd for a big studio. Did I miss the Stranger Things line? You
Yes.
did miss the Stranger Things line, which you also missed my commentary that was not a Stranger Things reference. This was written before Stranger Things became relevant again. The script was written like
Like a year
a
ago.
year ago, yeah.
Okay, you fucks. We're here.
Although this script actually went through several revisions. So like this one went through I think 3 major revisions because we were trying to get it to flow into volume 4 and like characterize everyone correctly.
By the way, I heard what you said about my Lucis. Maybe try minding your own business instead of worrying about mine.
Connell stalks off toward a low building nearby that you assume is some kind of barracks. Well, now you're feeling pretty embarrassed.
Come on, let's go.
$200? That's so little for a big company. I know!
Yeah, that's like nothing. They're for any professional, like, non-fan gig, that's insane.
Skylar and Connell's favorite Stranger Things characters. It's been so long since I watched that show. I don't fucking know.
Nice, we've got... Oh yeah, and blood color.
I don't know about those two, but I feel like Marcy might be a Steve liker because Steve is like protective of the characters he's adopted, and Marcy's protective of her friends. I don't fucking know.
I don't remember the Stranger Things characters well enough to answer that question. I really checked out after season... Well...
2, yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
after season 2. Season 3 wasn't good.
I don't want to see high school drama. I just want to see weird shit
Yeah,
happening.
like, I wish they'd, like, kept pushing in that direction, but... Scarlett starts to walk toward the barracks when you stop her. Well, wait a minute. Connell seems pretty annoyed with you, and you're not sure it would be wise to disturb her.
I'm going in to set my ass down after being on day shift. You want to stay out here until one of the drones finds you? Be my guest.
Alright. Okay, this more details about the fan troll. Oh shit, yeah, drones. Your mind flashes back to the low, heavy sound from when you first ran into Skylar and Connell during your whirlwind tour of Alternia. Maybe you don't actually want to wait to find out what that was. Inside the building, you realize you've been here before. When you first saw Skylar and Connell when you came back to Alternia. A series of bunks line the room. It doesn't escape your notice that these are bunks and not Recupergoons.
Yeah, you think we rate Recupercoons here in the army? You're out of your mind.
Connell acknowledges the two of you with an angry nod.
So you didn't learn how to leave people alone?
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been talking about your Lucis. I just wanted them to understand where you're coming from.
Well, I'm doing fucking fine. That's where I'm coming from, okay?
That seems like it might be charitably described as a complete lie. Without another word, Connell huffs and turns to walk out of the barracks.
I don't need to be here. I'm going out for a walk.
She makes sure to slam the door on the way out. Well, shit. Okay, so this is our first choice, like, that matters towards which way the route kind of, like, tips. But, like, honestly, the Connell one has more, like, world building.
Then let's
so
do some world building.
we're gonna go do that. Go after her. You step out of the barracks almost immediately, but Connell's already halfway gone around the corner of a building. Quickly you rush after her, cursing the fact that you were born, narratively conjured into being, with such stubby little legs. Fortunately, your powerful calf muscles more than make up for this fact as you quickly
The
catch up to
powerful
her.
calf muscles that we have seen improved.
Yeah.
Oops, is this?
Okay, this is someone giving some feedback. Okay, it's like a review.
Aw, they like my Skyla voice!
Aww.
We gotta... I guess we got a review in our,
Yeah, DMs.
Huh.
Someone's been playing the game. I will read that later. Yeah, it is challenging if you're not playing on story only.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that later. She's standing in some kind of central square that seems to be right in the middle of the compound. In the distance, you can see formations of soldiers marching in neat rows, as well as assorted other trolls walking around in a more haphazard way. Connell's leaned up against a small shed of some kind, scowling to herself and pointedly ignoring you. Fortunately, you're very good at making yourself obnoxiously visible when you want. You stand close to Connell and rock back and forth with a big grin on your face. This has the effect of making her look even more annoyed, but also...
Okay, what the hell do you want? You're just standing there like a stupid moo beast. Can I help you?
Why, as a matter of fact, she can. You just want to make sure that she's doing okay. She seemed pretty annoyed before.
Why would I be annoyed? I just wanted some fresh air. Why would I care if a bunch of jerks talk about my mom behind my back?
Well, now, you weren't really talking about her mom so much as the topic came up in the natural course of conversation. Okay. Look, the look she's giving you says that you should probably stop saying this sentence.
Not as stupid as you look, huh?
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Thank
you
you
leave
for
my mom out
showing
of this.
Yeah.
We got a few questions. Is the script completely finished for the full game? No, it is not.
No, it is, a lot of it is done, but like, I'd say...
A lot of it is done, but a lot of it that's done are the parts that Janaya has written because she's crazy.
So, the parts that are done right now are the prologue, volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, decent chunk of 7, 9, 10, 13, and 14. Except for some of the, like, ending bits. But, like, a good chunk of it done. So we're probably, like, 70% done with the script, maybe 80% done. I'm just curious.
Did activate it when it died?
Yeah, 7,
Oh, yeah.
I have to write my portions of that script. 8 will be coming soon.
Definitely manageable.
Yeah, there's probably a few tweaks to make with the gameplay there. Also, Renpai kind of sucks at keyboard response. You know, you don't think you ever actually met Connell's Lucis before? You're having a hard time imagining what kind of suitably vicious creature it would be. A few ideas spring to mind. Lion? Tiger? Bear?
Oh my god. You just never stop talking, do you? My mom's the best is all there is to it. She taught me
Hello?
everything I know about everything I do.
Hello, Octoligs are cute. I haven't seen you in my streams before. Thank you for showing up. Is it on phone? This is not on mobile.
No,
The
yeah.
reason it is not on mobile, you will see as we continue playing. You
Yeah.
can't do the top-down engine or any of the extra fun little gameplay things that Janaya has worked around, made Renpai do. You can't do that on mobile.
Yeah, there is a couple of issues there. One is that, like Anna just said, there's some technical stuff that...
What is floating in my drink?
Ew, I don't know.
Okay, guess I'm not drinking that
Never
anymore.
mind. Is that there's some technical issues that, or some technical elements that don't necessarily work on mobile, and also, like, we don't really have, like, the developer stuff to put out the builds for Android and iOS, because there's, like, an additional Android and iOS build pipeline that we just haven't done anything with yet. So, like, part of it is technical, and part of it is just, like, a lack of development support. So, for future games, probably, but for this game...
Ones that are solely visual novels.
Yeah.
And not combination. We will see us, daughter. It was me. I was swimming. What? Oh. Have fun swimming in my iced tea. It's very good iced tea. We will see Asdaja in volume 10. That is the Gold Blood route.
Yeah. Volume 10 has Asdaja, Volkel, and Cuprum in it, along with some other folks who are returning from previous
Yeah, that's a big
volumes.
one.
That one's got like 6 characters in it. Well, that's really nice. But also, and this is tangential and purely hypothetical and not at all probing thing to mention, you didn't think that Lucai came with trolls after they went through Ascension? In fact, Connell seems to be the first you've heard mentioned. She's quiet for a while, but her face is softened, and you see something in there that you haven't seen in a while.
You really want to know? Fine.
Without another word, she turns and begins to walk. You don't know what the deal is, but you follow closely behind her. Connell leads past you past an airfield with rows upon rows of dark gray ships lined up. These are small, may be able to hold 2 or 3 people at most, and they have a sleek, menacing look to them. You kind of want to ask Connell about the ships, but she's already walking you along toward a small building at the far end of the airfield.
Let me do the talking, okay?
Okay, but where are you?
This is where all the Luci live. The ones who the army recruits.
The way she says the word recruits feels off. Like there's something about it she doesn't quite believe. I can't tell. I think Nan was talking to their friends. The inside of the building reminds you of some kind of high-security animal hospital. The front of the building has a desk occupied by a bored-looking olive blood sitting there reading. Toward the back, you can just make out some kind of holding area.
X-Meme says, the second we get lore heavy and the teals come back for the big guns, I'll be losing my mind. The teals are not actually coming back.
Yeah, well...
Well,
one more teal.
two more teals, but not the teals that you've seen. Well, the 2 teals you haven't seen will be coming, but the 3 Legis Corpus teals, they are not coming back until the very, very end. We started with the fan favorites, but they're just gonna be vibing up on Gallic's ship for a while, so...
Yeah, like you'll see references to them, you'll see maybe some Twitter posts, like the game basically goes through everybody, you'll learn more about the story in general, and then you're gonna get, like, in the final volume, you'll find out what happened to everyone.
And, like, there's a brief very brief cameo in Volume 9.
Yeah.
But, we have so many characters to get to. There are so many of them.
I want to see Tizius and Celsa again. So if you are playing the Salvation route, you will physically see them again, and if not, you'll still, like, find out what happens to them.
And if you are, if you play the Salvation route and you fuck up one of the volumes, if you wanna see some pain,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what you have to fuck up, but you can make Tizius very sad if you fuck something up later.
You think you can see flashes of white as Luci move around in the back, but you're not sure. The olive blood looks up, sees Connell, and looks back at the book that he was reading with a shrug. Connell looks down at you and smiles.
This is where my mom gets to live. Isn't it great? They take really good care of her, and I get to see her...
She trails off and frowns.
Not much lately, but it's okay. She's been busy.
Busy with what? You didn't realize that Luci had obligations outside of raising Wigglers and keeping them safe until they were old enough to be on their own.
Training. She's gonna be a soldier like me. We're gonna work together.
Who is this?
Fozzer's volume 11.
Yeah,
right?
Fozzer's in volume 11.
Yeah, sorry, a lot of these characters that you guys are excited for aren't for a long time.
Hold on, let me...
Stelsa is not going to die. Do not worry, we are not killing out Stelsa.
You're not...
There are some characters that you can choose to kill in this game. Stelsa is not one of them.
Yeah.
She is safe. And there are some characters who have to die no matter what. Or a character that has to die.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Oh, good...
One of y'all is gonna get a ping soon. Check your chitter.
Yeah, we got an unexpected development in the thing. Okay, that's they get me. I need to ask this because I forgot. Okay.
Sorry for all of the extra stuff going on, but yeah.
Yeah.
Check your chitters
All right. Let me.
for a fun surprise.
Also, let me. I'm gonna make a note in here. This person responded. around.
Yeah, okay. Let's return back to our...
Yeah. Oh, that's a new one to you. You've never heard of Lucii being soldiers. And then again, you've never heard of most things here, so...
All I need to do is pass qualification and we'll be fighting side by side. I never get to see Daja anymore, so...
Her voice drops to the end and her face falters. But she quickly regains her
Did
composure.
you just update the gamer? No, there was a fun development in the...
Yeah,
what's it
we've
called?
been the fan
The
troll
contest.
contest. We've been sending out the DMs or the ats to people and who won, and we got somebody that decided they just liked the post because they liked
I
everything.
I think the piss word censor jail killed your question. Can you ask it again?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't say fuck. I don't know how to make it stop. YouTube.
Usually it gives you like a thing where you can let it through, but it's not doing that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. You might want to ask that again.
Yeah. You gotta censor everything like we're talking on Twitter, I guess.
Pretty fucking awesome, right?
Oh yeah, definitely the best, most awesome thing you've ever seen. From the desk, the olive blood clears his throat and looks up at Connell. He's obviously uncomfortable. You can distinctly make out the phrase, "We can't see her right now."
You've gotta be fucking with me. Why?
From behind the desk, the olive blood shrugs again, turning back to his book without another word. Growling with anger, Connell turns to leave.
Well, fucking fine then. Wait till I'm a fucking sergeant. I'll have you scrubbing Lucis shit for a parachute.
She turns and barges her way past you on the way out, and you end up standing there feeling pretty stupid. You walk back out to the airfield, but it seems like Connell's already well ahead of you. Damn these shapely but still quite short legs of yours. You don't see Connell here either. Still a lot of trolls walking around everywhere, but none of them are the particular massive, shouty olive blood you're looking for. There's no sign of Connell at all on the way back to the barracks. You don't know if she came back here or what, but your best bet right now would probably be to find Skyla. Cautiously, you push open the door to the barracks, and you're pleasantly surprised to see that no one is currently being attacked by anyone. Instead, Connell is sitting on a bed next to Skyla, grumbling to herself and balling up her fists.
It isn't
I'd ask where
fair.
the
You wouldn't
alarm
even tell me
sound, the thing
why
they
I
pull
can't see
inside.
her.
Why alarm sound?
I have no idea. I mean, where they end up depends on what you choose.
Oh no! They're asking where the Lucii.
Oh, the Lucii.
Of
I
the
mean,
first four ended up. Well, we all know Stelsa's mom is dead.
right.
Which one of you is the space player on the council, and which one's the light player?
I'm the space player, and Anna's the light player.
This girl has Purim tattoos.
Yeah.
She is the most space player person ever. And for a while, I only voiced light players because my voice just goes there, you know? I've taken the quiz multiple times, and I get light every time, and it just fits.
All of all the writers, like, avatars in the game are our actual class specs, so I at some point, a fandom class spec quiz gave me Silpha Space, and I just stuck with that. Because I like Kanai a lot. What is
Tisius' Lucis? What is Tisius' Lucis?
I don't know.
I never thought about this.
I don't know.
Yeah, the only one I know is... the only one we made up was Stelsa's. And obviously we all know what Tagora's Lucis is. Where is Tagora's Lucis? Did he come up to the Eustacia with him?
Sure. We never talk about it.
Okay, so you did that in Delightful Abattoir, right?
Yes, he was hiding the Lucis in Delightful Abattoir.
So, Ferret Dad is hiding in Tagora's apartment on the Eustacia.
Yeah, because in Delightful Abattoir, they kill Lucii when they go through Ascension, which is not something that happens in Friendsim 2. Like, they specifically say that it's not.
Because we thought that would be too sad.
The alarm sound was in place of a few.
Oh my god. Why is it letting people say fuck?
Let chat say fuck.
There's gotta be a reason for that.
Okay, well, maybe they're doing some kind of special training or something? You ain't past qualification yet.
I know that. That doesn't make it suck less.
You walk up casually to the two of them and wave in an equally casual way. Just very casual all around. Hold on 1 second, let me...
Sorry for the brief interruption. And Goat Dad, where is Goat Dad? Goat Dad is raising some other kid right now.
Yeah.
He can't be snuck up. Galax said a firm goodbye to Goat Dad. He doesn't want to risk getting in trouble with his own job. So he just said a good goodbye to Goat Dad, fed him some of his books, and led him on his merry way.
Chad is homophobic, and on Pride Month, too.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, I don't know. YouTube is probably
is homophobic.
not a great example of a non-homophobic company.
Yeah.
Aw.
Who doesn't keep their loose? Do Tagiri and Vicare?
Neither of them's is mentioned. Tagiri's just like presumably stayed on planet when he went through Ascension, and same with Vicare. Like, Vicare's in the Imperial like fleet, and you'll see what happened to Tagiri. But like, he was at one point in the Legis Corpus. Yay, we got another.
Yeah, stop, he fed him his old books, I'll screw it. Yeah, I'm making that canon now. Cause nothing Goat Dad wants more than to eat Galax books.
Yes. You've eaten my books for the last time. Alright. There we go. Okay. Let me just make sure I got the right people.
How are you funding this game? You don't seem to have a Patreon or anything. I don't think we legally can have a Patreon because this is a fan game, right?
So, yeah,
Shania has a lot of inheritance.
I'm using personal funds for this, a combination of money I inherited and money that I have saved from my job, because I do have a day job. And this is basically like a portfolio piece for our studio, so that we can then make other games and say like, hey, we made this thing that doesn't completely suck, and also to give some work to people that are, you know, in a community that means a lot to me. If you do want to support the game, all of the artists that we commission them, support their art, hire them to do things.
Legitimately, if any of you are doing projects that need music and you're willing to pay like a fair rate, because I'm not doing $50 commissions anymore. Hire me, please. I just graduated. I need money.
So, Friendsim does have a Patreon, and we have talked about Patreon. The biggest thing for me is like, I don't want to mess with like some of the agreements that I made with the artists about you doing this non-commercially. However, if you do want to like indirectly fund the game, if you donate to my Patreon or my Ko-fi account,
that money just goes straight to paying
you will
artists.
not in any way come even close to overpaying for what the budget of this game is. So like, if you want to do that and you want to like kind of retroactively support the game, I do have a Patreon. It's Jenai Riley on Patreon, Jenai Riley on Ko-fi. If you want to just do a one-time thing, if you want to support that money will go right back into paying artists for stuff.
And if you don't want to directly pay the artist, but just want to pay one of the artists, donate to my Patreon. If any of you want to see a full musical that won't be released to the public for another several years, probably, donate to my Patreon.
Yeah.
Whose sprite that's yet to be seen is your favorite? Ones you can't say?
I'm thinking. Actually, Elward.
Oh, Elward's sprite
I
is
really
good.
like Elward's design, and she's not a spoilery character.
I really like Lank's sprite, too.
Lank's sprite is really good, too, yeah.
He looks like a hot anime boy.
He does look like a hot anime boy. Yeah, but Lank and Elward's sprites are excellent. They're both really good. I like a lot of the sprites. I also really like the Jade Bloods, but technically
They've been released.
We've seen their sprites.
This one knows what I'm talking about. Wasn't that bullshit?
You have to admit that as far as things go, this one was definitely on the more bullshit end of the spectrum. The That guy wouldn't even let Connell see her mom.
Yeah, see?
You can always go back later. It's not like you're never gonna see her again.
Connell huffs at this, but she doesn't say anything. Finally, she nods and looks from Skyla over to you.
Okay, fine. I can wait. She's probably just gonna get some food and they'll take her out for training. I see them on the parade ground sometimes.
A smile spreads over her face, and you'll be damned if this isn't the most heartwarming thing to come out of the generally soul-crushing experience that has been the Alternian Imperial system in the last few days. It's almost enough to make you forget, everything else. Your time to reflect on this is cut somewhat short, however, because the door in the barracks bangs open, revealing a panicked Bronzeblood who mouths something that looks a lot like the word inspection before hastily running to her bunk to straighten things out.
Fuck.
Fuck?
You need to get out.
Yeah, she said that before, but you already
You need to get out of the barracks. There's a commander coming through, or something. You get found here, you're fucking dead.
Where are you supposed to...
Don't care, go out the back.
Okay, so we should, I feel like we should...
We need to do the bad ending.
We need to do the bad ending here. Because it's foreshadowing.
Let's see, Elward and Lank and Chixie. So Chixie's sprite looks very similar to her canon design.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have many changes.
Yeah, Elward's design is, kind of, like, specific to the way that the artist, generally draws her, which is one of the reasons I wanted to hire them, and I asked them specifically for that design. Lank's is, new. It's, similar to the way the artist draws him, but, like, hair and clothing is different. And then, Chicky's sprite is, like, slightly different body type, but, like, basically the same.
It's Chixie.
Yeah.
Heavens to Betsy.
Oh my god, thank you!
Nice!
Thank you so much!
Yay.
That $2 will buy me, inflation's so high.
One McChicken.
One big chicken. I don't eat big chickens.
I know you don't.
Branya is my wife, but that spread I saw. That is a good Branya spread.
Yeah, Riot Breaker did the Jade Bloods, except for Lank and Alwanchi, but, like, Riot Breaker did the Lanera, Branya, and Daria, and her art is really good.
Vakari and Boldir sprites.
Well,
Boldir sprites are going to be a secret for a while.
Yeah, Boldir's got some very slithery elements to her sprite. Vakari, you did see a concept for, that the final sprite isn't done yet, but you won't see him for a little while, so.
But he looks cool.
He does look cool. I want to see Boldir so bad. You're gonna...
Boldir is a character shrouded in mystery. You will continue to have her be shrouded in mystery.
Her design is not... There's one aspect of it that's very different, and her body type is a little different. Like...
Wanshi's sprite. That one hasn't been released yet.
That one hasn't been released yet. Wanchi is gonna be... Well, it hasn't been done yet, but
yeah.
You'll see Wanchi soon. Alright, so we're gonna go. No, you're not leaving. No.
What the fuck do you mean? What the hell is wrong with you?
You've come all this way and you're not gonna leave your friends right now? The power of understanding and friendship has gotten you this far. The power of understanding and friendship will see you through.
I'm just impatient. I love everyone so much. You will see them all in time. You have monthly... Okay, I'm really glad we're doing monthly releases.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of fandoms disappearing overnight because they are dropped all at once and everybody loves it for 2 weeks and then goes away forever.
Also, it gives me time to finish the game. After all, what's this commander but a new friend you haven't met yet?
Don't you fucking understand? This isn't some goddamn joke. These people are serious. The people you knew before on Alternia, they were play acting for the real thing.
The barracks are a flurry of activity around you, bronze and olive bloods rushing to stow equipment and straighten bedding. Connell has given up on trying to talk to you. Skyla shakes her head.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, do you?
From the front of the barracks, there's a loud bang as the door snaps open. You see 2 figures standing in the doorway. The first was someone you recognize. Ardata, your first friend on Alternia. This'll be fine. If she recognizes you, she doesn't show it.
Officer on deck.
All around you, the trolls snap to attention. Next to you, Skyla stands up, and she looks down at you one last time and speaks, her voice urgent.
You need to get out back, now!
Behind Ardata, another troll enters the barracks, and you don't recognize this one. He's tall, and there's something deeply unsettling about the way he carries himself, about the way that he smiles.
Well now, what do we have here?
Oh no, there's something wrong here. Something about this doesn't feel right at all. You want to run, but you found that your legs are being extremely uncooperative right now.
Don't be afraid. Tell me who you are.
No, this isn't right. This isn't right.
I hope the Sea Dweller fans are happy. Also, what do you know? We haven't released anything with Boldir, have we?
What? Which?
Emily Prendergast, I've seen that Boldir's hat has changed. We haven't released anything
Have we
with
released
her.
anything? I don't think we did.
Did we do any concept art with her?
Maybe.
Oh, well, maybe we did release something.
I'll remember.
But yeah, all you Violet Blood lovers out there, we've got a treat for all of you. A terrifying, horrifying treat.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's Boulder sprites.
Who is that Violet Blood, and what is their role in the story?
You'll
will
find
see.
out.
That's the one from... Yeah! He's from Delightful Abattoir! Imperator Petrus.
If you pay attention to the credentials,
It's
oh my god.
Transition.
No.
No. You've read those Crydia... those Crydia chats. You can tell that that's not Crydia.
Did we show the sprite?
I didn't think
I don't
we
remember.
did. Oh, I thought you were keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Whatever. This motherfucker. Yeah, this
Yeah.
motherfucker. The council will see you now.
What's going on? You don't remember, do you? You're not sure what she's talking about, but there's a strange prickling sensation at the back of your mind. You feel like you've been here before. Like you've had the same basic conversation.
That's because you have.
Then why can't you remember? What's the point of all of this? What's the point of the journey that you're on if you're just going to loop back again and again anyway, even though you don't get to even control it? Your mind races, and there's 100 things flashing in front of you all at once. What happened to my friends?
It's not just your individual problems. It's not anyone's individual problems. Alternia, the Empire, all of it. It's a system. Your friends are caught up in that, and no amount of friendship or kindness will change that. Wait, Octolings are cute, second channel. Ah! Another person gave me money!
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much!
What's Imperator Petrus? Is he from Hive Swap?
He is not from Hive
He's
Swap.
not from Hive Swap. He's an original character that I made up for a novel I wrote. And you can see him starting to come in the game. You'll see mentions of the character and like, yeah, you'll see. Pay attention. Of course, that's why you're gonna help them fight that system. I admire your courage, but nothing is guaranteed. The system is bigger than you, especially now that you're just a normal person again. Normal-ish, I guess. Scratch was right about something. You exist in one branch of many on the River of Time, but he was very wrong about the implications of it. If you remember just one thing, let it be this. You always have a choice, right up until the moment you've made it. And we should leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? There's something about this whole situation that feels really not great. Without another word, you quickly rush toward the back entrance of the barracks. Behind you can hear the flurry of activity as the Bronze and Olive Bloods rush to stow equipment and fix their bunks. You quickly slip out the back door and lean up against the side of the building. Inside, you can hear the bang of the barracks door slamming open. The next thing you hear makes no sense. A familiar voice. Ardata?
Officer on deck.
You have this overwhelming urge to run back into the barracks. You know this person. You can reason with her. Maybe explain the situation with Connell's mom. Maybe even talk to her about getting out of this space and getting down to Alternia. But something inside you tells you this isn't the right course of action. That there's something else going on. There's someone else with her. Someone you don't want to meet just yet. You shiver, and you don't know how you know any of this. Quickly you head for the parade grounds, away from the barracks, away from the ominous sense of wrongness that keeps creeping in over everything. What was it Skawa said to you? That they were play acting for the real thing on Alternia? Is that something she said to you? You're getting confused. Your head feeling fuzzy, you don't feel so well.
Hey! Hey, you! Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Draw the short straw to go talk to the quartermaster. End up finding this idiot passed out in the middle of the base.
I really like our Mars TVA.
Yeah, the Mars TVA is really, really good. This is
the first volume where we have a couple characters that we didn't precast.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the thing. Volumes 1 and 2 are characters that I have on my channel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, I had to self-cast as Theseus. Had to cast this motherfucker as Tagora.
Yeah. Of course.
Tex. Actually, we didn't originally precast Tex as Stelsa,
No.
but Tex has been my Stelsa for a long time, and after hearing their audition for Stelsa and everyone else's auditions, like, no, I have to go with the one I'm used to. CL, same thing with Gallic. Malik was precast. But, like, so this is the first volume we have people who aren't people who the two of us regularly work with on other voice content.
Yep.
And so, yeah. This volume and everything going forward is going to be a lot of really fantastic VAs who, if you guys are active in the Homestuck VA community and all that, you're not going to be familiar with, and you should be familiar with. Check out everyone's stuff.
Okay, got another. This one is this is Kaylee Horowitz, who's a VA. Yeah, they've done a really fantastic job as Marsty in this and several others. Okay, so...
Blue Ether asks, where can I find the visual novel? You can download the game in the link below. I believe there's a link in the description below.
I don't know, but if you go on Steam and search for Friendsim 2, or if you go to friendsim2.com, there's download links. Very, very easy to find. It will show up in the Steam search for Friendsim. And also, someone asked if Boldir is Snowman. No, Boldir is not Snowman.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Wait, is that... Marsty!
That is my name. Congratulations. You've managed to retain a functional understanding of your acquaintances.
So this Marsty kind of like... the voice actor and like the writing kind of like provided a lot of her characterization, because she's not a character that has a lot of depth in the original Friendsim. Like, you only see her for a little bit and she's not really doing much. So like we really tried to take her and like fill her out, and you get a lot more backstory and information and give her more of a personality too. Where we've made her like very sarcastic through a combination of voice acting and writing decisions. Doesn't she mean best friends?
Don't push it. What the hell are you doing here?
Wait a second. You're surprised she actually recognizes you. After all, you only spent a little bit of time together, and it seemed like she was a lot more interested in making eyes at Follicle than anything else.
Of course I remember you. It's the spindly arms.
The spindly arms and that beefy legs.
Oh, is that really your most memorable trait?
Don't be stupid. Of course not. You're a fucking alien. You honestly thought I'd just forget about that?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What are you doing here?
Currently, hiding from a surprise high-blood inspection, you think? You're a little unclear on the specifics, but you feel like it would be a bad idea to hang around the Bronze and Olive Barracks.
Well, come on.
Wait.
I'll show you the rest.
Did I get another?
Yeah, you got $10.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna need to make like a big... oh my god. Alright, I've been trying to get enough money to get my first cash out on YouTube for so long, and you guys might actually get me there today. I need to like make something special to thank all of you. What about 2 McChickens? Honestly, with the amount of money you guys have donated today, I could get myself a whole meal at a Thai restaurant.
There is a reason for McChicken specifically. It's a running joke with a friend of ours who likes
Crow.
McDonald's a lot.
Crow.
Yeah, it's with Crow. And at some point started referring to basically using a McChicken as a unit of $1, except here in the city, it's like $2.
Yeah. Gotta love, well, honestly, outside the city, it might be $2 too.
Yeah,
Inflation.
true. She motions with a hand and you follow after her, keeping close to her in case some other crazy thing happens.
You mind telling me how you even ended up here? I never could figure out what happened to you. Then, I heard something about an alien who got pulled from the cull lists a half cycle ago.
It's kind of a long story. You have a lot of cool alien powers now. Well, you had a lot of cool alien powers, but a different, much less cool alien took them away. That's the short version. You arrive at another set of barracks. It's basically identical to the one that Skylar and Connell live in, except that this one is a bunch of rustbloods milling around, chatting with each other, reading. No one really seems to bat an eye when you show up. A couple of the other soldiers wave to Marsty, who returns the gesture, but they mostly just ignore you.
Yeah, folks around here are good at ignoring weird stuff. It's easier that way. So, I've got a few minutes before I need to take this gravity module controller over to my ship. You mind telling me what's going on with you?
Oh yeah, that sounds really great. But actually, you were kind of hoping she could tell you about her right now. Marcy scrunches up her mouth and shakes her head quickly.
You're just kind of always like this, huh? Well, I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
She looks around the barracks and smiles slightly. There's something sad in it. You mentioned that you've noticed that it's all rustbloods here.
Oh yeah, you're very perceptive.
Oh my god! You guys are just pouring, I'm not feeling kind of guilty, you're just pouring money at me.
Oh my god.
This money will, well, for one, it'll feed me because, yay, I'm a freshly graduated student and I'm still looking for work. Two, it will, help me with, getting people to make things for my channel.
Yeah.
You know? I'll probably have to find some artists that I may want to pay for Daria's punk band the musical.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes open.
That's really cool.
You guys are all fantastic. Thank you all so much. The only person who ever gives me this much money is Janaya.
Thank you. Wait, she was being sarcastic, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's all rustbloods, because we all get pulled for special training after our basic rotation.
She shrugs and doesn't elaborate. And if you're just supposed to know, as if you're just supposed to know what any of this means. You remind Marsty that you're an alien who knows basically nothing about Alternian culture, much less about the nuances of Alternian military structure.
It'd be easier to just show you, actually. Come on, let's go.
Without another word, Marsty stands up and leads you out of the Rustblood barracks and back to the airfield. As you're walking, you notice something you didn't before, a large drone rolling along on treads. So, what's the deal with the drones? Marcy shakes her head.
Don't worry about it. Just don't get too close, okay? They might not understand that you're not a threat.
Wow, that's extremely ominous. Before you can properly explain to Marcy just how uncomfortable that particular piece of Alternian trivia makes you feel, she's led you down a row of the sleek-looking aircraft that are parked here.
Well, this one's mine.
Wait, what?
This is my ship. I feel like I was pretty direct about that. What part is still confusing?
Well, the part where she has a ship, for one.
Okay, technically it's mine in that I'm responsible for it and I'm assigned to fly it. I can't just take it out for a spin.
Marsty walks over and puts a hand on the side of the ship, smiling to herself. How did any of this happen? You thought she was mostly about cleaning stuff up, not flying spaceships. Marsty shrugs.
Yeah, that would have been great, but they have drones for cleaning. What they don't have drones for is the precision required for suborbital attack runs. So, here I am. Me and the other Rustbloods.
Poor Marsty.
Yeah. Her tone is almost bitter, resentful. Is this something she wants to talk about?
No, not really. It's not a long story anyway.
No.
It's
Sorry,
scripted
Mimax,
and
what
taken
did
away
you
from
say?
anyone or anything I cared about.
I feel like you can't swear, just
can't
like in
say
general.
Fuck. It sucks. I wish you could say fuck, but
Not sure why.
you know, censor it with some nice asterisks or something, and then I can see your question.
Sent into the attack pilot training program. Owe the Empire a lifetime of service now. Good news is that the life expectancy of a newly minted pilot specialist is only about 2 sweeps, so it won't be for much longer.
What? But that's horrible. Hasn't she ever considered running away?
Of course I have. And then what? Leave everyone behind in exchange for what?
Trying to say
A guided
the
missile
money
up
was
the exhaust
when I
plume
picked
and
Silver
then...
Spade, she put it back in my chest. Boob bucks.
Oh my god. She makes a poof motion with her hands.
At least here, I've got people I can trust.
Oh, she means the other pilots and crew, like a family? Marcy squints at you, and you have to remind yourself that they don't really have the same concept of family in Alternian society.
Isn't Boob Bucks where Carcat gets his coffee? Why is boob censored?
I don't know.
Like, that
I
is
think
the
I
most...
understand your meaning well enough.
This is a family-friendly channel playing this M-rated video game. Like, what? I did an analysis to see which characters say fuck the most.
Which were they?
Connell
right,
and... Actually, I think I still have it
Ooh,
open.
yeah.
Connell and... Oh wait, that's of the writers. Give me a second.
I had 25 shits and 25 fucks.
Yeah. Oh, this is the by writer. It's I gotta get my character, base character.
This is what we spend our time doing.
The narrator
says
is the
fuck.
highest. And
Connell wasn't the highest.
the Elward, Elward, Daria. Let's do by fuck. The characters that say the fuck the most, as of when I ran this analysis, were, other than the narrator, Elward, Connell, Daria, Tizius, Cuprum, Polypa, Follicle, Redacted, Sarava. But yeah, the Elward and Connell are like
65
almost tied.
and 63.
With Daria coming in third.
Oh my god!
You got more money.
Well, the answer is orange juice, but oh my god, thank you so much!
Nice.
Ah!
Marcy's a pilot. Yes, Marcy is a pilot. It's been 4.5 years, and she explains that she's been, like, conscripted into a training program for this. She sighs and slaps the side of the ship.
Fuck it. Let's go back to the barracks. I don't see the
Who is
technician around
redacted?
anywhere.
See, in
I'll have to
a
wait for him
while.
to install this part.
Redacted
and
is not Torona.
I don't feel
Torona-
like standing out here.
I think Torona's gonna say fuck.
I don't know.
We don't have to redact Torona because you already know Torona's coming.
Yeah.
Volume 8.
Yeah, volume 8 for Toronto.
She's gonna have quite a route.
Mhm.
I read over Chrissy's outline the other week.
Yeah,
it's an experience.
Doesn't she ever wish she could get away from it all, though? Get away from the Empire? Away from Alternia? Away from literally everything?
Hello from the social world of Twitter. How's it going? Hello, Kitty Cat Cosplay. I don't know if I've seen you around before. Thank you so much for showing up.
Marcy doesn't answer right away. Instead, she looks you up and down and narrows her eyes.
What are you saying exactly? So I'm clear on this.
See, the thing is, you've got powers. You're getting really used to this whole pitch by now. Have powers, don't have powers, gonna get those sweet, sweet powers back any day now. So, does she want to go home? Hive?
Are you out of your mind? This is the closest I'm getting to being back Hive these days.
Okay, but you can take her to a place where it's just better. You can take her somewhere that she doesn't have to worry about whatever horrible fate is in store for her if she keeps working for the army.
Excuse me, but what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you acting like you can make this decision for me?
Well, see, you're not doing that. It's just, well...
Well, why should I trust you? You disappear for more than 2 sweeps and show up with nothing but wild claims of having some kind of magical powers.
So, the Rustblood thing, why is being a pilot a Rustblood thing is the question. So, the reason is because, we were actually, it's specifically the Rustbloods that are being conscripted in this particular training facility. So, like, we had some discussions about, like, what would make sense for the Alternian army and fleet to use people for. And probably kamikaze fodder.
It's
That's
dangerous.
Basically what it is like, they're the ones that are doing jobs that don't require, like, you can't have a drone do it because it's too complicated and requires decision-making, but you're likely to die. So they're like the attack pilots, basically. Like, they're the ones that get thrown in the front that are largely considered disposable, which is actually the name of this track that's playing right now.
I really hate that out of the corner of my eye where you said kamikaze fodder, my mind saw Carkalicious Fozzer.
Oh my god. I thought it was a Carcat thing too. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, it's specifically these Rustbloods in this specific facility, whereas the Bronze and the Olive Bloods are being trained as more like ground troops. So you'll learn more about some of the, like, the concept of people that are, because, like, machines not being able to do certain tasks and them just, like, using people to do them, even though they're super dangerous, is a theme that comes back a couple times.
Can you see why I might be a little bit skeptical?
Carkalicious Fozzer.
Fozzerlicious definition makes the communist loco.
Okay, yeah, you kind of do see your point. Marcy sighs and motions for you to follow her. Back in the barracks, Marcy gestures at the soldiers milling around. All of them are dressed in the same rust-colored uniform that she is.
The only reason any of this is worth it is because of these people. Maybe I can't fix things. Maybe this is a horrible position to be in, but at least I can try to keep them safe.
So, and this isn't a big spoiler because it doesn't really make much of a difference. So, Vikaru is actually a transport pilot. He is an atmospheric transport pilot, so these people are basically being put in little attack ships that are designed to, fly in and maybe die, it doesn't matter, maybe survive, it depends. Vikaru is actually getting, like, people from one location to another in a way that, like, they're supposed to survive. So his job is a little less dangerous and is a little less intended to just be kind of, like, thrown into the meat grinder. Still kind of thrown into the meat grinder, but, like, less so. Oh shit, what she's saying sounds so familiar. And then you realize she's basically saying the same exact things that you do.
Then you understand why I can't go with you.
Yeah, you actually do understand. While you're in the process of having this intense personal revelation, one of the Rustbloods walks up to Marcy and says something in a voice low enough that you can't really hear it. Marcy nods and turns back to you as the Rustblood walks off.
Fozzerlicious definition, Mick Ardata logo. I don't think Fozzer and
I've got something to do really quick.
interact.
If you want to come with, I guess that's fine.
They don't in this game. Oh yeah, you're definitely coming with her. Hanging out and being generally helpful is just something you love to do.
Huh. I would have gone with being annoying, but I guess we can work with that.
It takes about 10 minutes for Marcy to lead you to another building. Some kind of control tower, I think? It looms up above you, imposingly tall against an environment where everything else seems to be distinctly squat and nondescript. If you had to, you'd guess that this fills basically the same role as an airport control tower back on Earth, controlling flight paths and such. There are, however, a series of what definitely look like missiles positioned nearby.
Oh yeah, they're missiles.
Pistols.
With that fun new piece of terrifying Alternian trivia solid in your brain, you walk up to the door and stop, turning back toward Marcy. So, what are we doing here?
Well, I need to relieve someone monitoring comms. You can basically do whatever.
The inside of the control tower is humming with activity. Literally humming. The noise of the computers and everything is actually quite loud. All around, trolls are working. You notice that a lot of them are wearing the same rust red that Marsty is.
Yeah, we get assigned to a lot of low-level tech stuff. Not complicated enough to rate a gold blood, I guess.
She shrugs and walks over to an empty console, sits down, and promptly begins to ignore you. Okay, you get it. You can tell when you're not wanted. You're about to turn to politely excuse yourself when a piece of paper catches your eye.
Vanya Faz Dada Osmosis. None of these words were in the Bible.
But they could be.
They could be. I mean, Homestuck basically is a religion. I mean, no fucking joke. I celebrate 4/13 more than I celebrate any other holiday. Because I don't care about any other holiday other than 4/13.
It looks like someone left this here by mistake. For some reason, it seems very important to pick up this one specific piece of paper up. Pick up the paper. You struggle to read the words. It's like they're floating in front of you and you can't quite make it out.
Can I read it? Because of all the time I spent
Go
Alternian.
try. Go and try.
OR4 M. That's not an E. That's a I can't. No, I'm just gonna take too long.
Department of the Alternian Army, Project Guardian. For immediate release, attention all handlers involved in Project Guardian, regarding program status. The Army Advanced Research Projects Agency has finished conducting its initial one-sweep evaluation of the first batch of subjects for Project Guardian. Preliminary tests were conducted on satellites 5762A, 606D, and 1111H in cooperation with Alternian Army personnel.
I'm grabbing those mojitos, but there's also a question.
Oh, I missed the first hour.
You're good. We're actually coming into the kind of exciting part of the round, where shit starts to kick off. So you came in at a good time.
But Blue Ether asks, random world building question: what kind of positions in society would trolls with mind control occupy, or Rustwoods with telekinesis?
Ooh, okay. So the Rustwoods with telekinesis, we don't really know. Probably they would be doing something that uses it. We do know from Act 1 and 2 that they do, they use them for, sports and stuff. Basically, just kind of using it to move stuff around. Presumably would be used for, army crap, too. The mind control, because we don't really see a lot of trolls with mind control or mind reading.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, Ardata can read minds, and Ardata is well, you'll find out shortly what she's doing, kind of. But her job is related to her abilities, among other things. We don't know how common the psychic abilities are, but the idea is that they're fairly rare. And the Gold Bloods with the telekinesis are doing, or their powers are doing, they're used in the fleet, mostly. You'll see some of that in Volume 10. Initial findings were promising, suggesting that bonded pairs consisting of a troll handler and their lucis would be more effective than a standard soldier in the field, especially for conducting specialized work such as perimeter defense or urban pacification. However, several key flaws began to present themselves during testing, namely, most lucis and troll pairs were unsuitable for combat conditions. Finding a combination of properly equipped partners proved to be extremely difficult. Attempts to bond luci with new trolls were universally unsuccessful and resulted in a number of fatalities. As such, it was the recommendation of project advisors that the Lucis and Troll Handler program be discontinued to focus on enhancements to the drone program. Alternian Army senior staff concur with this assessment. Effective immediately, all operations in Project Guardian are to be ceased, and all biological assets are to be scheduled for immediate disposal. You clutch the paper in your hands, and the realization of what it's saying hits you all at once. This is what Connell was talking about. This is the chance she had to work with her Lucis. This is probably why they wouldn't let her see her mom. Because they're getting ready to kill her. You need to go warn Connell. Marcy is occupied with listening to something on a pair of oversized headphones, and no one else seems to much care what you do. You take this as your cue to slide out the door and head back to the barracks. You open the door hesitantly. Part of you is still worried that you're going to run into Ardata and whoever was with Ardata before. Instead, you see Skylar and Connell sitting together in a bunk, talking in low voices. We got a chitter.
Anyone around Everden? You might want to watch your asses.
Cautiously, you walk up to them and put a hand on this. Put up a hand in a half wave. Hey there, you say, very casually. What's going on?
What the hell is with you? What were you doing the last hour?
About that, you've got something that Connell needs to see.
Fuck off, we're kinda busy right now.
No. Connell glares at you and begins to stand up. You quickly change tack. No, you see, this is important. It really, really can't wait. You reach out and hand her the paper you're still holding. The one you found in the control room.
Yes, the town is called Everden. Yes, it's based off Delightful Abattoir.
Yes. No, it doesn't get leveled to the ground like the one in Delightful Abattoir. Connell scans the document quickly. You can see her eyes move from top to bottom, then back to the top and down again. As she reads, her face changes, and you think she's starting to understand what she's seeing.
No,
Logan
you know
Anderson,
what?
We are doing volume 3.
Yeah.
Brand new volume out today.
Yeah.
Everyone get the fuck out.
Connell's shout echoes through the barracks. A bunch of very startled trolls quickly dash for the exits. You get the feeling that they're very familiar with just how intense Connell can be.
Who the hell is Beck Rogers and why is Skylar the Pirate Shitter related to him? Well...
Okay, so Beck Rogers is a fictional, like, a play on Buck Rogers, who's an old pulp sci-fi dude. Beck Rogers is basically Imperial propaganda, and Skyla's Chitter is not being run by Skyla. It is being run by the social media people in the Empire. They're using it as, like, AstroTurf propaganda.
There was a knock at your door.
Was there? I don't know. Hold on, let me...
We'll be right back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Nope, and we're back. Oh, we're doing Revolution.
Yeah, we're doing Revolution.
L-Word Revenge Part 2, except there's no blue blood green matter on the floor.
Alright. Okay, we got that. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is based off of, like, things that happen in Delightful Abattoir, but, like, or like locations from Delightful Abattoir, or characters from Delightful Abattoir, but it's not based off the plot of Delightful
No. And, like, the core world building is different, because Delightful Abattoir kind of goes in a different direction with that. So, like, a lot of stuff has changed, but... Connell glares directly at you. Is she okay?
Am I okay? Are you fucking serious right now? No, I'm not fucking okay. My mom. They're going to fucking cull my mom.
Now, they might still let her go.
You wish you could believe that. But you know what you saw. It wasn't a mistake.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna be like that.
There's no way that she actually believes this. And despite the strong pitch vibes you got off these two, Skyla seems to be kind of acting like Connell's Moirail right now. Connell shrugs her shoulders and growls.
I know what I fucking saw. You don't believe what you're saying. You know it's a bunch of fucking lies.
It doesn't get demolished yet. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen after the events of the game.
Yeah.
Though I have a feeling there's not a good chance it will get demolished.
Nah. Skyla doesn't say anything. Her shoulders droop and she shakes her head.
I don't know what to think about it.
What should we say?
They're a bunch of murdering bastards. I have a feeling this is a,
It's one of the, it sways it one way or the other, but it doesn't matter because I remember the answers to the thing.
A bunch of murdering bastards. Do that.
You think I don't know that already? You think none of us know that?
Look, no one's gonna want to even go through with this.
So they'll find someone who will. Stop treating me like a fucking wiggler. Someone who joined the army because of goddamn cereal vids. You goddamn grub.
This whole route is making me wait for Connell to make a muscle man my mom joke.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna happen, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think the words are. The words are in there. I could
there.
just
She does say
cut
my
out
mom.
the VA saying my mom. There's probably enough words to like cobble together a my mom joke. Skyla frowns, but she doesn't say anything. You step outside of the barracks for a second to try to get your thoughts in order. This is a lot more to take in than you expected, and you're still reeling from being shot at and all that.
You got something to say to me?
We are moving real fast.
Yeah.
The words are there for the splicing.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're pretty sure you'd only end up making things substantially worse somehow.
If I want another Johnny.
Oh my god.
I feel like guilty taking people's money.
Do you know who else is getting called? Oh my god. I mean, it's up to you. It's your channel.
I don't know. I feel guilty taking too much money from you guys. You guys probably have bills of your own to pay.
Yeah, it's up to you. You're.
You can do with your money what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all can't just go around doing whatever the fuck you feel like?
Why not? They all do. Fucking high bloods all do. Fucking Empire does.
Because we have to be smarter than that. Because otherwise we'll end up dead.
The Connell VA is Bucky Grant.
You know Bucky from the
Yeah.
server. It's Bucky.
Yeah, it's Bucky from the server. Without warning, Connell turns and rushes at Skyla. Skyla might be impressively strong and a foot taller than Connell, but the olive blood is a wall of solid muscle. She slams Skyla up against the side of the barracks, baring her teeth and glaring.
Is that what we need to do? Because all I'm hearing is, Connell, let your fucking mom die.
You know that's not what I meant by that.
Right. Just never mind.
Will there be more game actions like the game in this chapter? Oh yeah.
Yes.
There's gonna be more in this chapter.
There will be. There's the top-down engine is reused a few times, although this volume is the last time there's like combat and stuff in it, just because that's like kind of a lot to design. And there are going to be there's several other minigame types. There's one in Volume 5 that's a different game type. Volume 6 kind of has it sort of a little bit. Volume 7 has a big different one that I'm very excited for. Volume 9 introduces another little minigame that is reused in Volume 10. Volume 13 and 14 both have their own little minigame sections. So, yeah, there's lots of little mini-games that are used. Not all of them are, like, 2D top-down. Like, some of them are text-based and stuff, but, like, some of them are really fucking cool, and I think you're gonna like them.
I saw the trailer, but I didn't get to see that part of the video. Well, yeah, you'll be seeing the engine in soon.
Yeah. It's gonna be just a few choices. Which one should we choose?
We need to focus on dealing with the army. Let's...
Skyla frowns and shakes her head.
You say that like it's the easiest thing in the world. You maybe want to rethink that one?
Oh, is that the wrong... Wait, is this the army
There's
section?
no. You'll know. There'll be a timer bar
Okay.
for one thing.
Yeah, you can go back to watch it, too.
Well, okay, that's a really good point. How about... Why don't we go rescue Connell's Lucis? The two trolls stare at you for what feels like a full minute. And finally, a huge grin breaks out on Connell's face.
Oh, hell yes! Now you're finally making some sense.
She looks absolutely furious right now, completely livid and ready to go punch a hole through the first person who gets in her way. Now that you mention it, maybe this wasn't the best idea ever.
Let's fucking go!
She's already walking in the direction of the Lucis kennels, You feel a little bit weird using that word for creatures that seem to be completely sentient, but you're not sure what else to call it. The word prison springs to mind.
Sharon should be given the fishing mini game back. Unfortunately, we're not doing that because it wouldn't make any sense in the game.
Yeah. Scala's starting to shake.
We can't just go in there and grab her. What are you gonna do when they sound the alarm? What's your big plan for surviving this?
Thank you so much.
It doesn't look like Connell gave that much thought. She shrugs and growls, but she doesn't keep moving.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you have any idea what you're doing?
We could do it. If you're actually serious, we could go rescue her. I'm getting my mom back. You want to help? Fine. If not, fuck off.
Skyla stops, and you can see the struggle on her face. She doesn't think this is going to work, but she isn't about to let Connell walk into this alone. You can see it in her eyes the moment where she makes the decision.
Okay, fine.
You'll grab your coat. Oh wait, you don't have a coat. You'll be right there.
No.
Skyla turns and presses something into your hands. It kind of looks like a walkie-talkie, but a lot more alive looking.
You're gonna stay right here in the barracks and talk to us on this thing. No way in hell you're coming with us.
Doesn't have to make sense, it just has to be art.
Aw, but you're so generally useful. Skyla hits you with a withering glare. Okay, fine. Guess so. There's a few other trolls in the barracks, but honestly, they seem to be mostly ignoring you. That's probably for the best. You hear the sound of the grub walkie-talkie thing crackle to life.
You there, Nook Breath?
You are, in fact, here. You don't want to comment on your breath, though. It's been at least a couple days since you had access to a toothbrush.
Is there a way to get the Divergent Timeline achievement without resetting the game by any chance?
There is not. That is basically like, you know, do the reset persistent data. Now, you could install the game on another system and just do it, and then, you know, go back to your other one. Or you could use one of those Steam achievement unlocker things, but like that is just a special achievement for that one little feature that most people are never going to use.
Good. We're going around behind the holding area. There's a restricted area we can sneak through.
That sounds potentially bad.
Once we start this, ain't no going back. Y'all sure you want to do this?
Well, not really.
Hell yeah.
Well, looks like this is what you're doing now. You settle in against one of the bunks. Try very, very hard to make yourself look as innocuous as possible.
So yeah, we're good. Just gotta get through to where they've got Mom. Gonna tear shit up.
Nice, dope, tight, cool. Those are all definitely hip, awesome things you say normally and not when you're stressed. You're definitely not pacing back and forth inside the barracks. You'd be biting your nails too, if you had any. Probably not worth noting that Skylar and Connell can both attack using the right mouse button. Or the X key on the keyboard if you're using a Mac, you suppose. Alright, we're gonna see.
Wait, so can you not... Do you have to use the keyboard if you're on Mac?
No, you can use the mouse, you just can't use... There's no right mouse button.
Oh, right click, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, video games are Mac-phobic. It's murdering time. It's like Morbin time, but worse.
Oh, we're dead.
So yeah, we're just gonna...
Why do Macs not have right click? That's homophobic.
There's a blast door blocking the way forward.
God damn it. Fucking door.
Mac
Maybe
is
we can
video
find
game
a switch
phobic.
somewhere? I'd be willing to bet the whole damn farm that switch over there means something.
Wait, why aren't you dying?
They take a few hits.
The olive bloods die.
Yeah,
They
they
take more
tend
to
to
die.
be more. They tend to be more
Oh,
durable.
that makes sense.
Connell grabs the switch and pulls it down. It settles in with a loud click.
Looks like we finally got the stupid thing open. Don't worry, Mom. I'm coming.
Yeah, looks like there is a difference in damage output depending on the mode. Friendsim 2 for the MXX.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, some of the soldiers are more durable than others.
Looks like your Lucis is right down this way.
Hang on, Mom. I'm coming to get you.
I think technically Scala and Connell have different damage too, but I'm not
That
sure if
makes
I actually
sense.
implemented that. Like, theoretically they could, but I don't think they actually do.
It's Morbsim time.
I'm getting tired of having this conversation. I have other business to attend to, and this bores me.
Of course, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't require your apology, only your explanation.
The last team sent to the relay station didn't find anything, sir.
And yet, the problem remains. I have a shuttle waiting, and I don't have the time to grub sit you.
I'll check on it personally, sir.
That would be wise, Captain Carmia.
What if you ran and killed our daughter?
You can't because the game doesn't let you interact yet. What's going on? What happened?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. We've got work to do.
I think someone should say it's Morbin time in Friendsim 2. You still can. We're not gonna do that, but we can say it's Morbin time in whatever voice you want us to. As long as it's one that either of us do.
Yeah.
Don't go asking for, like, Wanchi, because I can't do high pitch.
It's morbing time.
It's Tagorbin time!
it's Sigorbin time.
Okay, we're all set here.
When Connell comes on the radio, she sounds positively overjoyed.
We cleaned out all the guards. Not gonna give you any trouble.
Okay. That has a certain ominous connotation to it, given your previous experiences with Connell and her general way of doing things. You mentally prepare yourself to see a shitload of blood.
Are you coming or not? Stop being such a wiggler about all of this. It's just a little bit of blood.
Spin a wheel and say it's Morbin time and whoever you get.
Oh my god. Sigorbin time. Okay, yeah, that's more than a little bit stomach-churning to consider. Well, you made a promise. The things that you do for friendship, everyone on the base is still pretty much ignoring you, but they're starting to give you dirty looks as you walk past. But also, no one's shooting at you this time, and there are no alarms being sounded, so you guess that Scala and Connell were able to make it through to where Connell's mom is without anyone noticing. Well, anyone who's still alive, anyway.
Okay, y'all need to come to the back of where they have the loose eye. Head straight back to the parade grounds and keep going. You'll know which way to go.
You walk along the route that Skyla indicates until... Oh shit, yeah, she wasn't kidding. There's a bunch of guards lying on the ground, and while part of you hopes that they're only unconscious, you're pretty sure that they're all super dead. Not that you necessarily didn't understand what you were getting into with Connell involved, but it's still a little bit unsettling how quickly she just kind of tears through things.
You found the way?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not really all that hard, you explain. No big deal, just follow the trail of bodies. You really don't remember there being quite so many bodies the last time you were doing this kind of thing. A few, of course. You gotta have some bodies after all, but this is getting out of hand.
Well, Logan Anderson was saying that you can still have Skyla and Connell do different damage.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not super important, because you... So originally, the concept was that you were going to be able to switch characters. Like, originally you're going to be able to switch between Skyla, Connell, and Marsty, and they were all going to have, like, different abilities. Also, at one point, you were going to be able to play as Marsty, but, like, she couldn't attack. But, like, made a couple of times. Go Power Rangers.
Perfectly timed. His voice cracked.
Oh no, I think mine did. But yeah, so like there were some like development changes where like the ability to switch characters was removed. The Marcy, you don't actually play as Marcy, although you do see her like walking around at least in one section. And they added the ability to play as Connell's Lucis, which you'll do later. You really don't remember there being quite so many bodies the last time you were doing this kind of thing? A few, of course. You gotta have some bodies, after all. But this is getting out of hand.
I love how you go from one body in the airlock to no bodies to this.
Yeah.
And we haven't even seen all the bodies yet.
Especially on this route. This
Yeah.
is the
This
one
is
that
the
kills more
bloodiest
people.
Come on, dude. You just saw the attack.
Yeah, like 2 routes ago, man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just about done with all this. You can see Connell and Scout up ahead, talking softly to each other. I just like to point out the olive blood here and the fucking cracked screen.
Rip. Revenge on that olive blood.
I'm telling you, I did what I could on the locks. The rest is up to her.
Don't see her anywhere.
Connell seems uncharacteristically worried. Geez, this whole Lucis thing is affecting her a lot more than you thought it would.
Don't worry about it. She's got this.
From somewhere behind you, you hear the sound of a low, guttural growling noise. The kind made by a medium to large animal with lots of teeth.
Marcy can't attack, but is less likely to be attacked as she can just start cleaning and be ignored. Yeah,
That's
probably.
kind of almost, like, accurate to what happens in the Salvation route. Like, yeah. Oh my god. This is, given your previous experiences with the general state of most Alternian fauna, and, for that matter, some of the flora, probably not a good thing. Ahead of you, Skull and Connell seem to not even notice, still wrapped up in trying to figure out whatever it is. You turn slowly to see what's making the noise. Standing low to the ground, you see the angriest, meanest looking weasel you've ever seen in your life. You think it's a weasel? Or a ferret? It kind of resembles Tagora's Lucis, but a little bit larger and a lot bit angrier. Oh god, those are a lot of teeth. Careful now, don't move. Their vision is based on movement. You're pretty sure that's a thing you've read in a science book somewhere. Slowly, you put your hands up and begin to back away. There's something vaguely... Without warning, the creature bounds forward and you... Wait a minute.
Mom!
You are distinctly not dead.
You got out!
Aww.
You open your eyes and turn to see what's happening. Connell is bent over on one knee, a massive fang grin plastered across her face. She's got her arms around the weird death rodent. Are weasels rodents? You remind yourself to look that up if you ever get back home.
Are weasels rodents?
They are not. And she's rocking back and forth. They're mustelids, I believe, is the term for them.
Oh yeah, that's why becoming a weasel is called mustelification.
Yeah.
It's like carcinization.
Because they don't have the rodent teeth.
I'm so glad. You got away and everything.
Wait a minute. Of course, you get it now. And you know why this animal seems so familiar. And she's Connell's mom. And didn't Connell used to have those claws? Of course. This must be Wolverine Mom. Connell blinks at you and you realize that you're talking out loud again.
Yes, this is my mom. Why? Something about that a problem?
No, you quickly and very politely reassure her. It sucks that she doesn't really have her weird hand-glove claws anymore. That would really complete the whole Wolverine look. Do they have him here on this planet? They have him here on this planet, right? Troll Wolverine? Trollverine?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind, you say nervously. Wolverine Mom. No further significance behind that whatsoever. Connell doesn't seem to care one way or the other about what you're on about right now, so you wisely decide to drop the issue entirely. Term for becoming a weasel. Yeah.
There is! So, you know how, like, when it comes to, like, shelled animals, there have been many times where, like, shelled seafood type things over time evolve into crabs because that's what things want to be. Well, there is a thing where mammals over time evolve into weasel-shaped things because that is the final form of all mammals, a weasel. One day we will all become a weasel. I think that would be fun to become a weasel.
Weasel time. blood. Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, carcinization.
Trollverine, that's probably what they call him here. Yeah, that makes sense. Connell shrugs and walks off to the side where her Lucis is still turning in circles in the middle of the floor, and Skyle leans in to look at you, her expression cool. So, fun fact about this, that was actually one of the first pieces of script that was written for this game, like, as a demo. It was, like, me just trying to kind of, like, feel out the script, because I had a concept for this route pretty early on, and, like, I knew what I wanted to happen. So I wrote the scene with Troll Wolverine and the joke about that, and Connell's Lucis, and, like, that was, I mean, I edited it and changed it, but that was one of the first things that was ever written for this game.
Tagora and Karkat peak form, yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. You can't get better than either of those two.
Connell shrugs and walks off to the side where her Lucis is still turning circles in the middle of the floor, and Skyle leans in to look at you, her expression cool.
Well, when you're done having a moment, we really need to get going. The fact that we just killed a dozen guards ain't gonna go unnoticed.
Oh yeah, that. She's got a point. Well, good thing about that is that you've got a plan. Skyle eyes you skeptically, but she doesn't interrupt. Okay, so this is these are not the final decision. There's like a bunch of lead-ups. So it's like, basically, whichever you pick, it's gonna sway them one way or the other. But, you know how to hurt the Empire's
Let's do the Revolution one.
Yeah. Connell's still busy reuniting with her Wolverine mom, but Skyle looks you over closely, her expression difficult to read.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? You're talking about joining the rebels.
Joining the rebels, dismantling the Empire, blowing stuff up, it's all good, really.
You think I'm simple? You think I don't understand the nuance there?
No, that's not what you're trying to imply at all. Skyle shrugs and shakes her head.
You know what? It doesn't matter. The answer is no.
Wait, what?
I said no, you fucking heard me.
Just like that? You were sure that Skyle was leaning towards maybe burning this shit down, at least a little bit. Skyle laughs at you.
You really don't get it, do you? Think you got us all figured out, even after everything you've seen?
Okay, fine. Fine. You can't make them do anything. But she does know that she can't just stay here, right? Eventually someone's going to notice the trail of destruction leading into the holding facility.
What are you bulge eaters talking about? Probably something stupid.
Our friend here wants us to join the fucking rebels. Before you say anything, I know we can't just hang out here. I'm thinking on it, okay?
What are you thinking about? Let's break out of here.
You quickly point out that while, yes, that was what you were implying earlier, you're not actually sure how you would go about doing that. Like, mechanically speaking. You're not sure how to escape from this base in a way that doesn't end up in everyone being killed.
Steal a fucking ship. They've got all these ships the Rusties learned to pilot just sitting around.
Tagore doesn't need a growth spurt to become a weasel. He can be a little guy.
Yeah, he could be like a fucking least weasel.
Tagore is the least weasel.
You assume the ships she's talking about are the ones you saw lined up in the airfield earlier, like the one Marsty has.
Yeah, attack ships. They pull a lot of Rustbloods to train on them, likely just to end up as aerial cannon fodder as anything else.
She frowns, and once more you can see the thought as it forms.
But that might be our best bet.
Tagore gave his growth spurt to Gallagher.
Also, I need to use the bathroom really quickly, so if you want to keep talking to folks, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a brief intermission. How are you guys doing? Thank you all so much for coming. This has been a great stream. Love wins. Yeah, love wins. Gotta love Galora. Galora goes to Pride. Someone should draw that. Someone should draw all of the best Friendsim 2 couples at Pride, because that would be really cute. I'm actually going to my first Pride ever in a couple weeks. It's my first Pride actually being out as bi, so. This stream has been amazing. Thank you. Yeah, this has been so much fun. I love it when we have an active chat. We don't always have the most active chat, but it's always so exhilarating when we have like lots of people talking. Oh, 2 people drawing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Feel free to put any, yes, draw Stelzius and Galora at Pride. Favorite piece of Okay. Favorite piece of Friendsim 2 fan art. Personally, I have to say that one piece of the Scrivener and the... Oh. Which pillow?
My blue one. Just the actual pillow.
Okay, not your owl?
No, I just want to sit on something.
I'm also going to bring you your owl because it's cute.
Thank you.
Janaya got a big plush today. It's gonna be the my favorite piece of Friendsim 2 fan art. That one of the Scrivener and the Diligent. That's like set at their trial. Who did that one?
I don't remember the name. Let me look that up.
That one's real good.
That was...
Honestly, any fan art of the Scrivener and the Diligent automatically becomes one of my favorite because they are mine.
This was at Sixfold Seer on this
yeah,
one, right?
Sixfold Seer, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I like the Sarava picture that someone did, Haiwa Pochi did for us. That, the Sarava design I really like. Momo, who is the person that did Act 8, actually did the design for Sarava and Ardata, along with a couple other characters, and they did a really, really amazing job with it.
Wait, what Weezer Friendsim 2 fan art is?
Oh, that's the thing that was like the Weezer cover. It was in the Studio June server, I think. That was very funny. Just FYI, I do have a directory where I save all of the fan art that comes out.
We gotta do a fan art roundup one of these games and gush over every single one of them because they're all wonderful.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing, and we've had one person who wrote fanfic of the prologue basically, which was cool.
Speaking about fanfic, one of these days I will finish and post that fanfic that I'm writing about Stenya and Tenia because
yeah.
You guys need to know their backstory. Also, I'm gonna make them kiss because they're pitch as fuck for each other.
Hell yes. Let's do it.
Nearby, Connell's Lucis makes a high-pitched squeak and turns in a circle, tail wagging excitedly. Do Wolverines typically do that? You're really not sure. There's so many Wolverine facts that you don't know.
Fine. Except it's not that simple. There's a control tower that monitors outgoing traffic. If we try to take a ship, they'll blast us before we can lift off.
I can take care of that.
She grins broadly and feels a little twist in your stomach. And you feel a little twist in your stomach. Fortunately, Skyla shakes her head.
I'll go check out the control tower. You go to the airfield and see if there's a ship ready to take off that isn't being watched too closely.
And this is another decision that influences the sway of the route. So we'll help with the airfield.
This is the Skyla one?
Yeah, this is control tower. You'll help.
Yeah, we gotta see our data.
Yeah, because this is where you run into our data. You follow along as Skyla leads you back to the airfield. You can see Connell in the distance, walking over to inspect the rows of aircraft. Spacecraft? You're not really sure what the term is for when it seems to be designed for both. Skyla's quiet as you walk, her face set in deep in thought. Finally, halfway toward the control tower, she stops and looks at you.
You ever take a minute to stop and think about what you're doing here?
Like, here on this weird satellite thing? Mostly trying not to die, actually.
No, I mean, what you're doing with your life. You ever stop and reflect on what it all actually means?
This is starting to feel almost uncomfortably personal. Fortunately, the idea of you actually responding to Skyla seems to be completely optional, because she continues talking without any prompting.
You ever go into something expecting it to be so different than what it ends up? And then you just don't know how to get back to how things were?
That actually does hit pretty close to home. The flash of green in front of you and the faint, lingering smell of an old house. An impossibly old house. You think you understand what she means.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I just keep turning what you said over and over in my head. You honestly think any of us have any chance against the Empire?
You shrug non-committally. A lot of things are possible.
I noticed you didn't answer the question. It doesn't matter anyway. We can't stay here after breaking out Wolverine Mom.
You remember this building from when Marcy showed it to you, and you remember the banks of missiles nearby. Those are definitely still a thing.
There's the problem. Even if we steal a ship, we still have to get clear before one of those sends us straight to hell.
Troll hell?
What other kind of hell is there?
sorry, that was just you trying to lighten the mood a little bit. So what's the deal with the control tower? What needs to be done to get away without being killed?
Well, we'll probably have to...
She trails off, and a look of fear crosses her face. You quickly turn around to see a familiar face glaring at you. Oh shit.
I remember you.
No, that must be a different alien. Yep, totally not you at all. After all, she must have had so many people down in her torture basement over the sweeps.
Of course. What are you doing here?
She's still staring directly at you and completely ignoring Scala. Finally, Scala clears her throat and Ardada's glance snaps up. Her eyes flit over Scala's uniform quickly.
Yes, recruit,
Corrigan, ma'am. I was just escorting the alien here around the base, making sure they don't get into anything they shouldn't.
Indeed. I wasn't informed of such a major deviation from my schedule prior to my arrival. I've got quite a busy schedule, and I still need to meet with your commanding officer, now that I've been personally apprised of my orders.
Ardada's design does go hard.
Yeah, it's extremely good.
Also, I love how the dress has the grub scars on it.
Yes, Captain.
Ardada.
Oh, Jojo's here. Hi,
Hey, Jojo.
Jojo. You're gay for Ardada?
Ardada.
Ardada's gay for you.
Who has apparently had a major shift in career direction since you last met her, turns back to you.
Again, what are you doing here?
Which should we say? Pick whichever one you want. Okay.
So eloquently put. Have you considered trying out for the theater?
Ardada. Also, hello, Sunsprite. I don't think you were there before either.
Well,
I was being condescending.
I
It's no fun when you take everything at face value.
Before Ardada can interrogate you further, you hear a familiar chime. She quickly pulls out a sleek black palm husk and glares.
I swear to Empress, this just keeps getting more irritating. I have to go back now. I can trust you to escort this alien back to a secure location, Recruit Corriga.
She doesn't even wait for a response before she walks off muttering something to herself. You glance over at Scala, and it looks like she's shaking. Is everything okay?
No, everything's not okay. Y'all got sawdust between your ears? That was a captain in the Fleet Propaganda Division.
Okay. That means basically nothing to you? You're still acclimating here. It's only been like one night cycle and all that.
Sure. Anyway, we shouldn't hang around here too much longer.
You all meet back up in the barracks. Some yelling from Connell gets rid of the trolls that are sitting around talking. Scala pulls you and Connell aside and starts speaking in a low voice.
Okay, y'all took a look around. A lot of stuff to be worried about. Control tower's gonna be guarded.
Ran into a fucking Rusty down by the plains. She thinks we're up to something.
Fuck. Well, it's not gonna be much longer before someone discovers what happened in Lucis Holden and starts asking around. You weren't exactly subtle.
You didn't fucking ask for subtle.
I mean, she does have a point.
You're not helping. We need to figure out a plan of action.
We're getting out. I thought we talked about this already.
Of course we're getting out, but we need to talk about what happens once we do that.
You're sitting here watching as these two talk back and forth, thinking about the options you have. Finally, it clicks. You need to say something. You've got valuable thoughts and opinions, and are definitely not massively overstepping any boundaries. So this is the decision.
Alright.
So we're gonna tell them there's people who can help them fight. Scala raises an eyebrow and looks at you pointedly.
You know what you're saying is crazy, right?
Crazy? No way! No, there's folks out there who don't want anything to do with the Empire. Revolutionaries like Malik. Folks like Stelson, Tisius. And even if not everyone's going to outright defy the Empire, there's plenty more who will choose not to support it. To make little cracks in the Foundation that can be exploited to bring the whole system down.
I don't know about all that, but I can't say I'm a big fan of the Empire.
Her tone is even, but you can see a little spark behind her eyes, a glimmer of something that says far more than her words ever could. Kana looks like she's about to say something, but a look crosses her face and she stops herself. She looks down at Wolverine Mom, who makes a quiet little chirp in response. This is the point where if she'd been like, if you'd spent more time with Connell or done more like Salvation Answers, you'd have to argue with her. But you didn't. We crossed the threshold that the game has.
Yeah.
She grits her teeth and clenches both fists tightly.
I'm so fucking sick of all of this. Having to play by their fucking rules all the time. Having to wait for some fucking high blood to decide if we live or die.
Neither you nor Skyla interrupt. Connell turns to face Skyla.
You never tell me about what you're thinking. Not about this.
About what?
Don't be stupid. It's not cute. You want to go against them? Sometimes. I want to burn them to the fucking ground. Okay, fine. So you got some big plan, right?
Hell yeah, you've got a plan. Your plan is, stick it to the man?
Gonna be honest, that sounds like you don't actually have a plan.
Look, it's simple. Everyone hates the Empire, right? It sure would be great to maybe take the Empire down a few notches, and you know there's people out there fighting them. You remember Malik? That kind of desperate energy he had when you were talking to him before. Tizzy is having to wipe out the records of Tigiri and Polipa's direct action. Something bigger than any one person. Connell groans and rolls her eyes.
You talk big, but we'll get shot down before we get off the ground. You forget about that?
I think I know a way that we can cover our escape and hurt the Empire at the same time. What if we blow up most of the other attack craft? That'd put a dent in their war machine and give us the window to get out of here.
You're not sure that's entirely accurate? It's entirely accurate.
Hell yeah. We're gonna blow their shit the fuck up.
Stealth voice. I am not sticking anything anywhere, and especially not to any man. Well, now she's fucking sticking it to the man.
Yeah, that.
Now that she's revolutioned.
Yeah. Let's save this.
Okay, sure. Well, there's an armory nearby that has the explosives we'll need.
Mom can get those.
Then you put them around the airfields, and I'll detonate them all at once. Take everything out at the same time.
And how can you help? Connell starts laughing at you.
You stay your ass in here and don't touch anything.
Mimax says she's going to the
DMV instead. Oh my god.
Speaking about the DMV,
I finally got my plates.
She doesn't have to go to the
After
DMV
8
anymore.
trips to the DMV, I finally got my car registered.
Risk times the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Bold of you to assume Salsa can drive. No, she just has a DMV kink. She can't drive. She just has a DMV
She just
kink.
wants to go.
Oh, but no, she can drive. She drives canonically.
Yeah, she does. She does
She's the
canonically,
only
right?
character who does drive.
I think.
It's Tizius who can't.
Okay,
no.
yeah, definitely.
Well, the Tizius VA can't fucking drive.
You really try to do what she says, honest. But the thing is, when you've got a minute to collect your thoughts, you realize something. What if Marcy is still at the airfield? A feeling of raw panic runs through you as you jump up and run for the door. You've got to go find her.
Don't worry. Mom knows where to go.
Little baby, little guy.
The Wolverine mom cannot attack.
Aw, you can't maul people with Wolverine mom.
No, she just moves really, really fast. You're not sure how much time you've got left. You're sure that the plan hasn't finished yet, because you haven't heard any explosions coming from the direction of the airfield, but for all you know, Skyle's about to hit the button and turn everything into a firestorm.
Miss Park kinda drive. The random troll who runs you over for Cora to the rescue. Yeah. They can drive.
You
Not
don't
bad,
see
not
Connell
bad.
around anywhere. Also probably not a good sign. You quickly run toward probably a good sign. You quickly run toward the back of the airfield to where Marcy's ship was. Sure enough, you find you're poking around at something, replacing an access panel and bolting it into place.
You're back. Why are you back?
That's kind of a long story that you don't really have time to get into, but the bottom line is you need to explain things very quickly.
Got the bombs. Time to get to work.
Okay, I marked off everywhere you gotta set those down. Be careful now. We want enough to cause a distraction. Not trying to cook everyone.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing.
Explosive plan. They will see that a bunch. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 randomized, like, death sounds.
You made them all.
I made them all, yeah. I just got in the recording booth and just made a bunch of, like, noises. Oh, shit. Yeah, the enemies in this section have much more powerful weapons and they take more hits. I think I could probably survive. We'll find out.
Explosive weapon.
The drones do a lot of damage. They have like very high rate of fire weapons.
So you're gonna die.
No, I need to not be in the way of them.
Whoa.
Got the bomb.
Metal Gear Friendship Simulator.
There's no real AI, like the enemies don't pursue you or anything, because that would have been a pain in the ass to code, but...
Yeah, for something maybe Ren feels a little complicated.
I mean, it is theoretically possible, it just would have taken a lot of extra work.
Can you theoretically punch down the drones? I assume no.
Yes, theoretically you
Oh, you
can.
can?
So the drones do have hit points, and they will go down, but they have like 10,000 hit points, so...
So how many times do you have to punch them to do that?
Like 1,000.
Now that's a challenge. Challenge to all of you out there. If you can...
Thanks.
If you can kill a drone,
Yeah.
you... what's something we can give?
I will acknowledge you on Twitter if you... the Friendsim 2 Twitter will acknowledge you if you kill a drone without using, like, cheats. Start Renpai in developer mode and up the damage variable. Alright, let's do this without dying. No, they're toenail clippers.
Why do you say to make jewelry?
No, they're not pliers. They've got a clipper.
Or, well, they're wire cutters.
No, they're not.
Looks just like a wire cutter.
I mean, they're similar, but they're not. They would break if you tried to cut wire with them.
Bare knuckle drone fighting.
Like, yeah, they are enemies you can hit. Like, they'll take damage, but they have a lot of hit points. All right, there we go.
What you said before about getting out, do you actually have a plan for this?
The drones also have a death. They do have a death state. So, like, theoretically, the drones can be killed. Like, they are fully killable enemies. You bet! You're gonna set off a series of explosives all over the airfield so you can slip out in the ensuing chaos. It's a very good plan. Marcy scowls at you.
Funny. You never struck me as very bloodthirsty. Look, I can talk to these people, convince them to stand down for a little while, conveniently not notice a single ship leaving.
Okay, that sounds like it might be a good alternative to what you've currently got going on. You just need to find Connell before she does something that you'll regret. But why does Marcy want to come with you all of a sudden?
There's a signal. Out there in the wastes.
Not really very much of an explanation.
I'm getting to it if you stop interrupting. There's some kind of relay. But I don't think the Empire's fully in control.
Do I just take a picture?
Yeah, take a
for proof?
screenshot for proof.
Yeah, if you can take a screenshot with the drone in its dead state, then go for it.
It was broadcasting a list of names. Some kind of registry of people that have been assigned to one of the fleet warships that's still docked on Alternia. I recognized one of the names. Folliculdarian.
Did she mispronounce Durain? Doesn't
She
matter.
pronounces it wrong, that's all.
I mean, in this, yeah.
Technically, you never hear it again, so...
Yeah, I don't think we had last names in the... Or
No.
most of them didn't have last names in the Beach Factory.
No. Oh, okay, this is making more and more sense. Her giant obvious crush.
Shut the fuck up. Point is, if she's assigned as permanent crew, then there's a good chance she's headed for deep space soon, and then she'll be gone. Can't exactly chase down a warship going 5 times light speed, can you?
No, that does seem pretty impossible.
So, I need to know what's happening. Even if I can't do anything, I have to at least know.
And that means she needs to get off the base.
Yeah, exactly. Guess you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Okay, awesome. You just need to... Even from a distance, the shockwave from the explosion knocks you and Marcy flat on your backs. You pick yourself up, struggling to even get up to sitting. All around you, everything is on fire. The first thing you see through the smoke that's choking your vision is the figure of Connell walking forward, like something out of a horror movie. You instinctively push yourself back.
What the fuck are you even doing here? You were supposed to be in the barracks waiting for our signal.
Marfall real. Yes, Falsti is, well, it's not, we don't
No,
make them do...
they're not, like, she doesn't actually have a crush on Follicle.
But I want to believe she does.
More complicated than that, and, like, part of this is filtered through Miss Parr thinking that she does. Like,
okay, but I want to believe it.
That's valid.
I ship it, even if Canada doesn't ship it.
You feel like vomiting. Not sure if it's from the faintly cooked meat smell coming from the burning airfield or the general horror of the day.
You fucking bastards.
Next to you, Marcy is already on her feet, advancing toward Connell. Doesn't work very well. Connell's fist connects with the side of Marcy's head, and she goes down hard.
Who did this art?
Cinder. This is Cinder Targa.
We don't have time for this.
Glad we're just as disposable to the revolution as the fucking Empire. I could have talked to them. They would have let us go.
Don't give me that bullshit. We're all killers. You think I'm going to just let my mom die? Let the stupid fucking Empire that pushover cronies do whatever they want?
Connell?
Shut up. The last thing I want is you sticking up for me.
She pushes herself to her feet again and shakes herself off, brushing the front of her uniform and glaring at Connell.
It doesn't matter. It's done already. We need to get out of here.
Scarlet comes up from behind and grabs you by the scruff of the hoodie. Her tone is firm but gentle.
We gotta go, okay? Not if you understand.
You nod. This sucks. Inside the ship, Scarlet sits you down and straps you into one of the jump seats. Connell comes in right after, still covered in blood and soot. You really want to throw up right now.
You keeping your shit together? We're almost out.
You really want to respond, but you can't stop smelling the air outside, like barbecue. You retch. Was it always like this? Was it like this the last time you were on Alterni and you just didn't notice? Too busy getting wrapped up in your own personal problems to see what was right in front of you?
Systems are all online. We're ready to go.
Good. Get us the fuck in the air.
The ship lurches as Marcy pulls back on the control stick and jams the throttle forward. You close your eyes, count backwards from 10, and hope that the day will come when you'll stop seeing everything you just witnessed. Someday. One day. Any day. With a roar, the engine comes fully to life, and you're thrown back against the padded jump seat. All the blood rushes right to the back of your head, which is a profoundly unpleasant feeling, but definitely a lot better than dying. You can feel your grip on...
Oh, my dear reader. Do you honestly think I can't see you?
No. This isn't right. This isn't real.
Tell me, did you ever find what you were looking for?
What you were looking for?
Not to worry. We will see each other soon enough.
Hey, you awake?
Well, you are now. You sit up with as much of a start as you can manage while strapped into the attack ship's restraints. Skyla is looking over at you, her face lined with concern.
You just kinda passed out for a minute there.
Happened when we punched out. Couldn't take the hit.
Scratch jump scare.
You groan and look around groggily. How long were you even out for? From what little you can see of the cockpit window, you can see the edge of the sky. The point where the atmosphere, the artificial expanse of desert and misery you were just on peels away into the cold indifference of space. That line I like a lot.
That's a good line.
Wait, why aren't you going up any higher?
We're landing a little ways up ahead, outside their defense perimeter. I've got something I need to take care of.
The ship pulls down again, thankfully with a lot less intensity than takeoff, as Marsty guides it in along the ridges and peaks of a small mountain range that you definitely don't remember seeing before. After 5 minutes of low-speed maneuvering, you feel a sudden jolt of the ship touching down on the ground. Before anyone can say anything, you're out of your seat and running to the hatch of the back of the ship. Pulling it open and jumping out, you're once again breathing the sweet, sweet air of delicious freedom.
There's a Tressa tweet. Heard some rebels blew up one of my bases. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Hashtag pissed.
Don't get too excited. We're still not off this rock.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. You've had just about enough near-death experiences for now. You're looking forward to doing something that's a lot more low-key. Maybe spending some time with an old friend who really knows how to just hang out and not get all wrapped up in interstellar political conflict. Just chill vibes all around.
Whatever. Sounds boring as fuck to me, but whatever.
We gotta get going soon. Marsty, you good to fly us back to Alternia? Figure we can try and make contact with whoever counts for being in charge of the rebels down there.
No.
What in the hell do you mean no?
Marsty doesn't respond right away. You can see her shaking as she clenches and unclenches her fist.
Even if I had wanted to in the first place, you think I'd go with you after what you did?
Burning meat.
And save me whatever speech you have ready, whatever bullshit about acceptable losses.
It's not like that. It wasn't supposed to happen like that.
Really? Because I'm a stupid wiggler who will believe anything you tell her, right?
Skylar glances over at you quickly and you look away. You wish you knew what to say to make the situation better, but honestly it doesn't feel like something that can be better. All this is going to make the next thing you have to say even more awkward, isn't it? Hey, so you're actually planning to hang out with Marsty for a little bit longer? You're not sure why, but you have a feeling that there's something you still got to take care of up here.
Fine. Y'all suit yourselves, because Connell and I are gonna head down and take care of business.
You do that. I'm gonna get my things from the ship and then head out.
Hey, there's something else we need to do. Something I didn't want to talk about before. You know, on account of surveillance and everything.
Skylar narrows her eyes, but she doesn't say anything.
I need to know what's going on with Astasia. I know he's planetside doing fleet stuff, but I haven't heard from him since...
She frowns and you get the rare glimpse into her actual feelings. She's genuinely worried. Skylar notices too and her expression softens.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll figure out where he is and see what we can do. Let's get going.
Fucking right? Let's get the hell away from this stupid place. I've got a mate sprint to rescue.
You're not sure that he necessarily needs rescuing, but you really don't feel comfortable saying anything to Connell. Honestly, she kind of scares you. More so today than ever before, if you're being really honest with yourself. Skylar turns to you, and there's something hollow in her gaze. The same haunted look behind her eyes that she had when you first saw her again.
You know we didn't have a choice, right?
Your gaze meets Skylar's, and you feel a strange feeling run through your body. A disconnected sense of unreality. She always has a choice, right up until the moment she's made it. Why does that sound so familiar to you? Skylar grimaces and looks down at the ground, shuffling and worrying a handful of her shirt in one hand.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I can understand why y'all don't want to stick around.
You're starting to respond, to let her know that it's definitely not like that. It's just that you and Marsty need to... But then you stop yourself. Because, deep down inside, maybe it is a little bit like that. You know that you barely knew these two before today, but the realization is hitting you pretty hard now. You really have no idea who they are.
Hello, Dice.
Look.
I just got here and have to say I really like the work you guys have put into this. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
We're almost done with this route, but you should go back and watch the rest of it, or go play it yourself, link in the description.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
For a moment, you're left alone with your thoughts, and there's something that keeps coming back again and again. Did you ever find what you were looking for? What does that mean? What is it that you're looking for? Well, for one thing, you still got a lot of your old friends to try to find. Every person you find, you get more and more worried about what'll be happening to the next one. If only you hadn't misgauged things so badly, maybe you could have avoided all of this. You don't get any more time for quiet self-reflection because Marcy shows up again, holding a small bag taken from the ship's emergency kit. Got some.
I'm living my dream, or at least someone's dream, I guess.
Not gonna lie, that whole slammer big hole thing always was stupid AF. The whole thing was rigged anyway.
Honestly, I'm getting to live my dream right now. So glad I joined the army so I can learn valuable life skills and earn a good paycheck while serving my empire.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Fucking army propaganda.
Oh.
You ready to go?
You stop her. If you're going to be traipsing around with her in this godforsaken rock satellite moon thing, you need to know at least a little bit about what the specific plan is. Marcy scrunches up her face for a second, but then shrugs.
Figure I'll head out and find out what the source of this transmission is. If it's the rebels, that means there's rebels nearby to babysit the signal. They'd at least give me a ride back to Alternia. Probably.
Unless it's the Empire, in which case they're more likely to just shoot you in the head, right? That seems like it's basically their style. Marcy sighs and shrugs again.
Sure. Would have ended up the same way if I'd stuck around sooner or later.
You hate to admit it, but she's absolutely right. So what's the plan now? Off to another grand adventure? Just you and Marcy? Back at it again?
Last time we talked, we visited the dump, and you acted like an ass.
Look, let's talk about that less, okay? The point is you've got a big adventure to go on now!
I mean, not really. We're just checking for a radio source, and hopefully leaving with all of our limbs intact.
I'm sure none of this will be like foreshadowing for Volume 4. Adventure!
Sure. Whatever you say.
We'll survive as soldiers of fortune.
So yeah, there we have Volume 3, which is good stuff. I really like that one.
JoJo's little tune.
Yeah, I love it.
Adventure!
Save progress, you bet your butt. I'm gonna make a save for Route 3 Revolution ending.
Miss Parr's journey will continue in Volume 4. They became what they beheld. Miss Parr turned into Jake.
Yeah, so we got our story beats. I played the Salvation in testing, so I got that one as well.
And of course,
Yeah.
you died at the hands of a mysterious violet blood.
And we've got our gallery. We unlocked. So I unlocked all of them because I unlocked. This is the thing you get if you die in the wasteland in the beginning, which I did during testing. So yeah, and we've got our Beck Rogers official poster.
There's a lot of dedication and heart put into these reps. Thank you for doing this for us. Of course.
Yeah.
We're also doing this for us because we, like all of you, desperately want more Friendsim.
So I'm gonna quit out and we can talk for a little bit. We got our credits. I'm just checking something. Yeah, this. So yeah.
Yeah. So up next is the first route that I will have nothing to do with.
Yeah, the next route is being written by Momo, who, as I mentioned before, is the person who's behind Act 8 fan adventure. They also did several of the sprites, and the backgrounds were done, as with many of these, by Magpie Raven, who did a ton of backgrounds for ours.
Your RPG was decently hard, though. I do have a small question. Is it different if you somehow manage to make it through those segments without dying?
No, that does not matter at all. Without killing. No, I actually did consider at one point making it so that there would be, like, some variants depending on how many people you killed or if you killed anyone. But that doesn't actually matter.
So who's going to be in Volume 4? Can we tell them?
Sure. Volume 4 is going to be Ardata, Sarava, and Marsti. So we're continuing. Oh, an official drink tonight. So...
it was not the iced tea. It was supposed to be hard cider. We bought some hard cider, but I was feeling really sick when we started this stream, so I think we're gonna have the hard cider once we get off.
Yeah, the official drink is hard cider, the best kind you can find. So not Mike's.
You're not allowed to drink Mike's for this one. Oh, what's our next official drink gonna be?
I have no idea. It needs to be something fancy and like poisony.
Either fancy or something really.
Fucking
it's
absinthe.
weed. It's weed.
It's weed. It's
the
just
official drink for next one is just weed. If you live in a state where weed is legal, get high with us while we play Sarava's round.
We would never endorse doing anything illegal publicly.
No, never.
Yeah.
And our Volume 5 drink is going to be a fun one.
Oh, that's going to be ridiculous. I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, I thank you so much for coming. This means a lot to me. I'm really, yeah, you're gonna see more of Marsti. Marsti actually ended up being a really, like, major character in this game.
Yeah,
like,
she's in, like, 3 routes.
She went from being, like, this sort of not really, like, fun but nothing character, and then she went to being, like, an actually developed character.
Nothing's stopping you from doing illegal things.
Which we would never endorse.
I had Truly, not Mike's Cube. And Truly's also kind of gross.
I've never had Truly.
It has artificial sweetener in it. I don't like
I don't like the artificial sweetener either. What the LGBT quiz? We'll tell you which letter of the... What the fuck is this? So there's an ad on my YouTube here that says LGBTQ quiz. We'll tell you which letter of the LGBTQ community you belong to. Like... I feel like that's, like, pretty self-evident.
Yeah.
Should I do the quiz? I'm gonna do the LGBT quiz.
Yes, let's, extra bonus content. Let's see if this quiz can tell that Janaya is a lesbian.
Which letter of the alphabet you belong in. Oh my god, it's a fucking, like, pick a dog kind of quiz. Oh. Let's see if it gives me a right one. I hate all of these. Chihuahua. That's the one I hate the least of these specific ones. I got lesbian.
Wait, it's literally based on a single dog?
It's pick a dog and you'll get a letter. Apparently, they got it.
Are you homophobic? Answer these questions without lying and find out how.
Question 1. Do you hate gay people? Oh my god, these are stupid.
The first question. If a friend tells you that she/he is bisexual, what will you answer? You are confused? Bisexuality doesn't exist? Or I'm happy for you?
I'm happy for you. Have you said any of these phrases? Oh my god. I've said I have nothing against LGBTQ marriages, but I think they should not adopt children. I have never said any of these phrases. Do you feel uncomfortable, sir? I can't stand them.
You can't stand them? Okay, why am I dating them?
I don't understand the way they think, but I respect them. How do you react?
We should share the screen. We should show them what we're looking at.
So let me show you what we're losing our shit over. So I found in the corner of the YouTube window, it was advertising a little quiz site which had we'll see if we can tell you what letter of the LGBTQ you are, and it literally just asked me what dog you liked.
And then the next one was one that says, Are you homophobic?
Let's get that.
There we go.
Let's get that up there. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna figure out whether or not we are homophobic. So the first question is: their friends tells you that she or he, just refusing to use they there, guys. What will you answer? You are confused. I'm happy for you, or bisexuality doesn't exist. Have you ever said one of these phrases? I have never said any of these phrases. Do you feel uncomfortable surrounded by LGBTQ people? I sincerely hope I do not. How do you react when you see an LGBT couple? I mean, I don't know. I just walk away and ignore them. Oh my god. Choose one of these phrases about trans people if you've ever said it.
Trans people are obsessed with
gender. Trans women are not women. What are they trans for? If they are going to suffer a lot. I have never said any of these phrases. Choose one of these phrases. I respect trans people, but do not impose a way of speaking on us. Gay men are very promiscuous. It's okay for them to be gay, but don't be effeminate. I've never said any of these phrases. Am I homophobic?
Yes.
I'm...
The homophobious.
Oh, I'm not. Wait, what? It just doesn't actually take the questions into account. I think it just randomly chooses them.
This is the funniest thing we've ever done on stream.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, we're recording this, so we could be properly canceled for
Studio June
for being
the most homophobic game studio in the Homestuck fandom.
That's right. Sometimes you say comments that are very homophobic and that can upset people around you. Learn to be kind to others. I'm gonna try to. No, I don't want a coupon fighter. I'm gonna see if it just if it's randomized. I've never said any of those phrases. Yeah, that's good. It's normal. I've never said any of those phrases, and I've never said any of those phrases.
It's gonna be the same thing, isn't it? I think
homophobia is not your thing. I love how I just randomly. They didn't even bother to like code these to anything. They just randomly pick an answer.
You took away the children. What?
I'm going to cancel you on Twitter. Oh my god! It just randomly picks an answer.
I'm gonna squish your owl.
Well, so it randomly picked the right sexuality for me.
Yeah.
Ah, the Chihuahua, the most lesbian of all the dogs. I don't like dogs.
Fuck dogs. We're gonna get canceled for saying we don't like dogs.
Oh no! Oh my god. So that was fun. I'm gonna go back from this. All right.
That was quite the experience.
That was quite the experience. Yeah, don't click on YouTube ads, y'all.
Well, actually, by clicking on a YouTube ad, maybe I got some money. So yeah, click on YouTube ads. Just don't pay
click
attention.
Click on YouTube ads and buy a bra.
Yeah, buy a Carcat bra.
Buy a Carcat bra.
The anti-adoption question. No
more progeny.
No!
Oh my god.
Poor baby
Oh
Carcat.
But yeah, I hope y'all.
Stultus Lucis is not a Chihuahua. It's a Bichon.
It's a Bichon. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I'm glad people like the route. This is one that I put a lot of time into, and obviously a lot of like programming effort went into it, and I'm really glad people enjoy it. I know the walk around engine can be a little janky sometimes, thanks to it being written in RenPy, but like, you know. It was like a self-dare to see if I could do it more than anything else.
And you did.
I did.
You succeeded because you are fucking brilliant.
So, yeah.
Cat people are just better. Yes, we are. It's a Bichon Frise. It's a kind of little fluffy white dog. Chrissy has it, and Chrissy is very Stelsicore, so Chrissy's dog is now Stultus Lucis.
Dice, if you want to ask Bermudius, who I have heard of, although I haven't actually like watched their streams, if you want to ask them, if you want to ask him if he'd play it, go for it. It is free, and we're trying to release one volume a month. We're currently still on release target. Hopefully we will remain on release target, but we'll see. So yeah. So far so good. We're chugging along. Yeah, thanks for coming out and supporting us once again. We're having fun with this.
You want to do an outro because it's your channel?
Yeah.
I've
Thank
talked
you
a lot.
all. Need to see a picture? Should we look up a picture
Yeah,
of
let's
Bichon?
look at a picture of a Bichon Frise. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Bichon Frise. It's French.
Yeah.
Ugh, never trust the French. Friendsim 2 is officially anti-French because we didn't, the pronunciation for Ramela is very much not the French pronunciation.
Yeah.
We're pronouncing it
This
Remily, and I
little
don't like that.
fuzzy thingy. That's a Stelsa dog.
That's a Stelsa dog. That is very much a Stelsa dog.
Like it's got that Stelsa energy there. So yeah. You can't argue that that's not.
That's the Stelsa-est dog of them all.
So, thank you so much. Yeah, anyone wants to stream the game, we very much welcome that. We've tried to like pop in on some of the streams, if we know about them in advance, you know, to try to support people that are playing the game and whatnot. Yeah, so thank you so much. The support of everyone has been really, really good.
Oh, crusty white dog.
Crust dog. All right, you want to do your
Thank
thing?
you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. This has been a really fun stream. I love streams that have a lot of interaction. This has been Romelo as a faux French art. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the deal.
yeah. But yeah, this has been a fantastic stream. Thank you all so much for watching. If you aren't a regular on my channel, if you haven't seen my stuff, go into my channel, check out my stuff. We've got some cool stuff going on. If you like musicals, I'm posting numbers from my brand new musical for the next coming weeks. I posted one last upload, and I have another one coming out tomorrow. It is a musical about the goddess of female revenge.
I fucking love it.
If you like unknown Irish mythology and awful men getting their comeuppance, you will like this show. Yeah, if you like Homestuck voice acting, stick around on my channel. There's always some Homestuck voice acting stuff coming around. The two of us are often doing stuff together, voice roulettes, incorrect quote videos, etc., etc. And if you specifically like Daria's Punk Band from my channel, you're going to want to keep your eyes on my channel because Daria's Punk Band the musical is going to be here for next SawCon.
So, speaking of that, if you're not familiar with SawCon, that's Stuck at Home Con, that is the annual all-online Homestuck convention. This year it is July 16th, Saturday, and on Friday, July 15th, we're redoing the Friday showcase where we allow people to do trailers. Applications for panels are still open. The applications for the showcase entries are closed as of a couple days ago, so that's all set. But like, if you are interested in doing a panel about something, you can go to SawCon. That's SAHCON.com. And yes, we have heard it. Yes, you're required to say it once.
Need more incorrect quotes? Well, so I do tend to do an incorrect quote video about every 6 months, and it's coming up on 6 months, so might do one soon. I might scour some of the incorrect quote blogs, see if there's anything fun.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to run a panel at Stuck at Home Con, you do not need any particular experience. You just need to be able to like stream the panel or pre-record it and put it on YouTube or something. Like, basically, you can talk about a lot of different things. The only thing we discourage is very project-specific panels because, like, those tend to be...
It's hard to fill up an hour of
and they tend to be less, less interesting to people outside of, like, that specific project's fandom. So, like, we're not doing a Friendsim 2 specific panel, for example, where I'm going to be running a different
There's going to be a game writing panel.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back the game writing panel from last year because people seem to enjoy that. So we're gonna do another round of that.
Because you are basically the only incorrect quote blog still around, I'm sure there will be some, if not all, of yours in it.
Yeah.
In the next one.
So yeah, but yeah, there's still time to sign up for panels. We're open applications through the 17th of June. And there's also a lot of time to sign up as an artist if you're a artist of any kind who wants to sell your art in the artist alley. visual art, any kind of commissions, physical stuff. We've got people that have made plushes and charms and stuff in the past.
I have always wanted to buy one of the plushes being sold, but I never do because I can't justify buying a $30 plush grub because I make my own plush grubs. I don't know if any of you have seen, but I have a little grub cat. I was gonna use it as part of a Progeny cosplay, but then the pandemic hit and I never got to do that Progeny cosplay. So maybe one day I will do a Progeny Celsius cosplay with my grub cat plush.
So yeah, apply to SawCon as an artist if you want. We're chugging along on that. We are on schedule to do the thing, and Artist Alley applications are open through July 1st, so you have a lot of time if you're. You have a lot of time if you're an artist. But yeah. And also attend SawCon. It's going to be a really good time.
Oh, please attend SawCon. It's always Are we doing the VR chat
VR chat is going to be a thing. We're still working out the details of that. It's probably not going to be quite as big of a thing as it was last year, but like it's still going to be there.
It's the coolest thing. Sell my own grubs? I could, but also I'm not that good at making them. I'm not that good with a sewing machine.
So yeah, sorry for interrupting with the SawCon spiel.
You know, of course, you got to do the SawCon spiel. You are like one of the head mods.
I'm one of the 2 directors. Yes.
Yeah. Yay for VR. Yeah, honestly, it's
very
so cool. I was so mad I wasn't able to participate last year because you can't use VR chat on a Mac.
Yeah.
Mac is homophobic.
But yeah, definitely check out SawCon. It's really cool. We're gonna have a good time. Probably gonna be a little smaller than last year, just because
the
fandom's shrinking a little bit. But that's okay. A smaller, more intimate con is a good thing. So.
Show us plush grub cat. Okay. I'm not on my computer right now.
Do we have any pictures of grub cat anywhere?
What I have is a video that I took. A little cosplay test video I took in like 2020.
If you watch one of the videos that was recorded in your room, Grubcat's visible.
Oh yeah. If you watch any of my video essays, Grubcat is in the back, right next to little plush Nepeta and my little felt plushes.
Come for Grubcat, stay for video essays.
Yeah. If you want to hear about why NFTs suck or why capitalism hates artists and all that, watch one of those. The two of us worked really hard on those, but also you can look at Grubcat.
Yeah. All right. You want to take us out?
I guess we are done. Thank you all so much for coming. Come back next month for Volume 4. And, we'll probably be doing some other... Oh, wait, we should tell them about the stream idea that we got last night, because it's the cutest thing ever.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This won't be for a little while, but... in September, I want to do a full stream of the Progeny. The week of September 19th, full Progeny series, Progeny, Antecedent, and Lineage, all in a row, every single night, to celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah. So we're I wrote 2 sequels to the Progeny that I technically started 2 days before we were dating, and I continued to write them and finish them. So yeah, we're gonna read through all of them.
The reason we got close enough to be dating is because the Progeny was read on a Fic Read stream, and that's when we started getting close. And so if it wasn't for the Progeny, we wouldn't be together.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot
it's
of
gonna be our 1-year anniversary celebration.
There's a lot of things that happened with the writing of the Progeny being the first little domino in the meme, because like Friendsim 2 wouldn't exist if it weren't for that, and like neither of the Hive Swap novels I've written would exist.
So like Collaborator wouldn't exist. A lot of people are born in September, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, so there's that. There's the only thing that wasn't caused by the Progeny was Times Apprentice 2021.
Yeah.
Best birthday present ever, the Progeny. Actually, I started the Progeny around that time in 2019.
Nice.
So if I can finish it up around then, it'll be it'll have taken 3 years to write a 25,000 page mini novel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Nice.
Grubcat brought you together. That's adorable. Yeah.
Aww.
And also, fun fact, Janaya has a padded closet just like the one in the
I
project.
do. It's a voice recording booth, but it is technically a closet and it is padded, so...
We joke that if we had a small child, we could shove it in the closet and the Empire would never find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all so much for coming, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.